wear that outfit again. But if you wanna keep it clean, because I want to fit in. Sorry, you're just not terribly important to me. Did you know that Whitney Houston's debut LP had 4 #1 singles on? Did you know that Christy, there are no girls with good personalities? I don't think we should see each other anymore. It never was supposed to be. Gotta return some videotapes. Have to return some videotapes. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls that ate some of their brains. Gotta return some videotapes. I'm really late. Gotta return some videotapes. I guess I'm probably returning videotapes.
Welcome, everybody, to Appreciating Comic Book Art Live. Before we get started, I just want to remind everybody to hit the like button. It really does help the channel, I'm told, apparently. And hit that bellification. Bellification. Coining it. Let's do it. Bellification. Get all the notifications that we are live and rocking and rolling. Yes, bellification. I like that. I think it's cool. I'm going to go with that. I have no idea what happened at the beginning of the show. Thank you for everyone putting in there that there was no sound. I saw that right off the bat and tried to figure out why that was. I'm very disappointed. That's my favorite intro to use. Let me see. Hold on a second. Did that have sound? Should have sound.
I heard it.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out.
Of course, we can hear it this way, though.
Oh,
That's a good point. I mean, I meant more for like the chat. Did you hear that little part?
I muted my phone, so.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
no
it has sound
tonight.
Okay. All right. That was weird. I don't like it when things go wrong. Stupid StreamYard. Hail the lore? Hail the lore was first overall. I saw that. I also saw Mark was on here, Pengrin, but his comment dropped off of YouTube. I don't see it on there anymore. But hail to you guys. Before we say hi to the chat, though, I want to talk a little bit and introduce my awesome co-host. For the first time in a long time, the three of us are back together on this show. Obviously, we were all on Odd and Stuff the other day, but Appreciating Comic Book Art Live with me, your host, the very sexy, very talented Joe M. Sontag. That's right. That's me. And then we have right here.
Am I
Kayla.
supposed to talk? Oh.
I mean, you can if you want.
I'm up there. Huh? Yeah. I'm just Kayla.
Just Kayla.
I'm just Kayla.
Just Kayla.
I don't have a full intro yet. Haven't figured anything out.
Me.
This sexy motherfucker
don't
down
forget
there.
About me.
Hashtag don't forget about Sean, everybody. Sean Ahrendt. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. I have to say, Kayla has done a great job, just her and me, but having the three of us on here again looking at awesome art is going to be so fun again. And I'm looking forward to it. Gonna be absolute tits. We have Stippling Vaughn in the house. Says hail all, hail to you, and thank you for those lovely videos you've been doing. Kind words lately. Everybody check out Stippling Vaughn's channel. Stippling Vaughn, you are wrenched. You should drop a link to your channel. I'd like everybody to go sub to it. Jay Lee is in the house as well. We got Chimera. Hail, welcome.
Hey.
Ask Master Dan as well. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for being here. Astro Zombie, a member of the channel. Hail the chat. Hail to you, brother. That Youngblood 4 will be going out soon, I promise. We got RJ in the house. Hail. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Tarks9, another member of the channel as well. Hail. Let's see who else we got here. We have Aeccentric. Hey, all sounds good, Joe. Thank you. Appreciate it. That was a weird start. I just have to say, I do not understand that. Survive Infinity 0088. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. We also have Israel Garcia. Hail. Love it. Huron the Steadfast or Huron? I don't say Huron. Huron. I'm sure
I would have thought it was Huron too.
Yeah, member of the channel as well. Thank you. Tarks9. Hail, brother. Girl in a dress, somebody dancing, and Cheers, member of the channel. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. RJ is in the house. Hail. Chauncey. I was just talking about the
how awesome that piece he just posted.
Yeah, I was just about to bring it up. Took the words
out of my mouth. Your artwork.
Yes. Yeah, we were just talking about your artwork.
We were just talking about live.
We're like, fuck, he's getting so much better. We gotta take him down. But no, it's inspiring. Keep it up, brother.
Everybody go check out Chauncey on Instagram. He posted a really awesome character, I believe, from
Metal Shade.
Yeah. It looks awesome. Great job, brother. We got Bordeaux in the house as well. Hail to you. Bordeaux. Good to see you. All right, I think I've seen everybody. We got Jay.
What's going on?
Yo, what's up, Akba crew? Yeah,
Akba.
Henry as well. Hail, Henry. Shana na 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 is here as well. Nice. We got Matt in the house as well. Jolly Green. Hail. Love the avatar there. Love that. It's my favorite comic book of all space and time, as Rob Liefeld would say. The World of Conan. Hails all. Hails to you. Got Mike TV Dub in the house. Ahoy. Welcome back, Sean.
Yes. Thank you.
Do I get to be the captain then?
You could be.
I'd look good in a captain hat.
He said, "Not with this boat."
No, I said ride this boat.
Oh,
You need a life
this.
vest.
Oh, I see. What
I'm
you're saying. I
good.
see what's going on.
You need a life vest.
Got Elliot Rodriguez in the house. Hail, brother. Good to see you. Says, hail, everyone. I can't stay for long, but I just wanted to shout out everyone in the panel and the chat. Great to see Sean again. Hail, brother. Well, hail to you, brother. Bub66. I dig that.
You.
I dig that. I don't know if I've seen that name, but that's awesome. I love it.
Do I need a
Henry
boob window?
Yeah.
I think I need a boob window.
I don't even
Boob
have a
window?
boob window.
Yeah, I mean, Kayla doesn't technically have a boob window. It's
What's going on here? Are we stripping?
Don't threaten us with a
Sean,
good time.
I mean, go for it. Yeah, you're gonna get Bordeaux all excited. Prime time Polton is in the house. Hail, brother. Good to see you. Speaking of prime time, there's a show that is called The Best Friend Show.
We're back.
That if that's back, it's Sean and Mark Polton, the Moral
And
Compass.
not Phil McNulty.
Yeah, well, apparently not. Which
Yeah. Fuck Phil.
we'll talk about that at a
McNulty.
different time. Oh shit. Oh damn.
What?
We can say that. He's our friend. He's our friend.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I don't know.
What is going on?
I just want to say real quick, if you guys have missed this show, this is what you're missing.
Bitches all over the place. Man, they like horses, shoes, and thongs. Man, they wear them. Ain't that something? Well, I saw you there. Don't be there too. There's something hanging from a highest tree. I know if I don't get it, then I'll be through. Well, I'm sick of being the number one. All these fellas take this. It ain't no hanging around. It's not coming in my way. What the fuck? I found out I got something dope to rock with my rock. This is it. Next, come get it. That was awkward.
I'm fucking crying.
Oh, that was so good. I laughed so hard with that episode. You guys did a great job though. That was hilarious. I loved it.
Like,
Mark as well.
So Mark.
Yeah, he's still not wearing the costume. Not yet.
Ah, no. I'm a grown
Hail. But yes, go sub to Mark Polton's channel. Mark, I don't know if Polton. Let me mod you, Polton.
Polton.
Yeah, prime time.
God.
I'm gonna mod you. Drop a link. Drop a link so everybody can.
Every once in a while, Mark's like, I got an idea, and he tries to embarrass me, but I got no morals and no shame.
No, you
Yeah, I
rocked
know.
it, man.
I should have been in O-Town, the whole town, but you know.
Jay said you should do weddings. Yeah, I agree.
Well, you know.
When is the next auction to get Sean some singing lessons?
This God-giving talent, like I was practicing earlier. I was listening to some Jodeci, you know, getting that Casey Haley, like, ooh yeah, you know, it was
Oh my
nice.
God.
Yeah.
No, I gotta hear you sing Jodeci now.
I love Jodeci. It's my favorite
Me
group.
too.
Favorite group. No, really, Jodeci. I don't know if I can go down
You
this
gotta do
rabbit
it.
hole.
Break it down. Come and talk.
Every
to me.
freaking day, every freaking night.
There we
I
go.
wanna freak you, baby. You know. Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
God, you gotta keep going.
There we go. Everybody go sub to Mark Polton's channel. Besides some crazy, awesome, fun stuff with the Best Friends Show, he's also got a lot of cool stuff on his channel as well. So support one of Comicsgate's best and most frequent fulfillers, Mr.
And tomorrow I'm
Primetime.
going to be joining the cast of Mark, Chris, and Mike for CG Revolution.
Revolution.
Yeah.
Revolution.
7 or 6. Sure.
All right. We're going to get into this. We got 2 parts of this show. As you guys know, we're going to look at this awesome comic and talk about this for a second. And then we're going to take a gander at a artist, a very accomplished artist drawing. So if you guys get into the process of just drawing, then stick around for that second part as well. This is Ronin book 2. Now, I had seen Philip Tan on Instagram posting stuff from when he was working on this book. I didn't know exactly what it was. I just knew it looked cool. And then one day, a couple weeks ago, Kayla texted me because this had just come in. She's like, you got to pick up this book, and sent me a couple pictures of it. And I was just like, straight up, like, I didn't know that's what it was. I'm going to go get it because I've been waiting for this Philip Tan project to come out because it just looks amazing. This is Ronin book 2. This is from Frank Miller's new company, FMP, Frank Miller Productions. It's written by Frank Miller with art by Philip Tan. And Kayla described this the best. And Kayla, I'll let you talk about it here for a second. You had told me that this is the perfect merger of manga and Western comic book art style. And I have to agree, you were absolutely spot on with that assessment.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up what this book is, the art in this book. And it also is paying a lot of respect to Frank Miller's particular style that he uses, because Frank Miller has a particular style that I feel that he uses in his stories. So it's a combination of all three. And it's absolutely gorgeous. You'll see more of what I'm talking about, I think, when we start flipping through it, but you'll see with basically how the characters look, their facial features, certain body proportions, certain action scenes, the creatures in the book, demons, you can say.
If you know Frank Miller art, you'd definitely be able to tell. And he actually did the layouts for at least part of this. If you look in the credits, it says layouts Frank Miller. So it's got a great feel. And Philip Tan actually absolutely killed it. I love his style anyway, but getting into this, what he does in this book is this is a clinic in friggin' line work and textures and lighting, because it's a black and white book, so it relies heavily on the black and white art for everything. And there's just some awesome effects that they do, the inker as well. So we'll definitely jump into this. We got the Art Jedi in the house. Let's go. Philip Tan is the man. Hail, brother. And by the way, another fantastic young artist that we have here, the Art Jedi. Everybody go check him out. Follow him, because you would not be mistaken.
Never mind. I have no idea what this is about. Joe sent me a picture the other day of a double page spread. Besides that.
And then I sent him this.
Yeah. There was
Hail, Jacob.
Hey, Bear. Awesome. Good to see you, brother.
It was probably my picture, and you passed it around. See? Can't trust men.
Well,
see? Wait, what?
Well,
I'm just kidding.
This is one of those moments where I shouldn't talk.
Nibbling Vaughn says Tan expertly uses zipatone as something we haven't seen in the Western comics in a very long time. Haven't seen it used well in most manga also. Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Because I thought the same thing. And I'm not even a fan of zipatone.
But it works.
Really not.
There's a lot of guys using it on commissions, and they're just
if it's used correctly, it looks really cool. It looks awesome. It can add to
and these bozos are just cutting it out.
Yeah, it looks.
Hail, Rob. Good to see you.
Rob.
John is now third most attractive person on the show. Yes, that's top 3, baby. Top 3.
I'll take it.
Okay. Let's jump into this. Because, guys, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, this is a gorgeous looking book, and I implore all of you go out and buy this and follow this. I think we'll do much like with Mark Silvestri's Deadly Duo. We'll do a review of this when the second book comes out too, because this is how I'm just that impressed with this book. So I'm gonna hit play. Obviously, we'll talk as we go. I think I flipped through this fairly slow. Say.
Daniel Henriquez, the inker, he was the one that used the zipatone on the book.
Okay, all right. I was gonna bring him up because I never really heard of him before. Maybe I should have. I don't know, but he did a great job of finishing or inking, whatever you want to say, on this book. Yeah, and all the different tones, the zipatone that was added.
This is the style right now that modern comics wants to do by bringing in more of a manga look into Western comics, I would say, and they're failing.
Well, they're trying.
They're failing.
They're just trying to do different gray tones and gradations and all that, and it is failing. And you know what? It just looks like a stale version of manga, but you're like, that's computer generated. That's whack.
But this I love. It's to me the perfect combination because you get it. There's so many things. It's basically Western comics and manga have a baby. This is what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
was whack.
This is absolutely gorgeous. I love black and white, you know, and gray tones.
This was so well done. I mean, the women in here, the female character is just absolutely gorgeous. Philip Tan does a great job with the eye. I mean, those lips right there are amazing. the
Yes.
detail.
The eyes,
Yeah, I mean,
the hair.
I was thoroughly impressed with this book, and I didn't even read it. I just read bits and pieces of it. But like, I was thoroughly into the dramatic aspect of the storytelling because
Hey
of the
now.
story.
Oh, that's gorgeous body proportion. But one thing you notice
Go
too,
back to that.
one thing that you notice
Go back to
too, you
what?
know how they always say don't use a lot of lines on women's faces. You
Yes.
notice the lines on the nose. Lines can be used if done
For sure.
correctly around her
For
nose,
sure.
the shape of her nose, how it was etched in, even on. It's just gorgeous. That there is a very good homage stylistically to what Frank Miller would do. That is a
Yeah.
very Miller
Yeah.
looking piece there. Like,
I mean,
sorry,
like I
my
said,
brain's not.
Miller did did the layouts. I think of this. I mean, that's straight up Miller. Rob says Kayla loves the blacks and the whites. It's true. Loves everybody. Absolutely.
I don't hate
Is this
anything.
what the
But
fusion of Western and manga style looks like? I'm cool with that.
yes,
If this
if
is,
it's
yeah,
done
that's what I'm saying
correctly,
too.
if it's
Henry,
done
that's exactly what I'm
correctly,
saying.
there is no one that has been able to do this correctly yet in mainstream comic books. This is done correctly. But notice the lines on her face, like, and she doesn't look old. She's still beautiful. Oh my God, beautiful body proportions. The tech, all this tech design and
The tech design, yeah,
so
fantastic. Cool. And I'll definitely say that there are times when he does the Frank Miller thing where it's just almost the lightest amount of detail. Well, yeah, but the lightest amount of detail on the female form or face as well in this, and just he uses everything perfectly. But we gotta stop the show real quick.
The detail. Oh, here 3.
It's
2,
tentacle.
1.
Oh, tentacle.
There we go. Now we can begin.
We can now begin. Welcome.
I was like, what happened?
Welcome to the show.
Like,
Hail, brother.
Like, what happened? Did something go wrong?
No, something went very
That's
good.
how we say hi to Tentacle Pentacle. That's how we do it. Pastmaster Dan said kind of has a burn face. Yeah, I mean, so the cool thing about
so much in this. Sorry.
Let me pause that for a second. It's funny you bring that up because according to this is Rob Liefeld, but Rob Liefeld was saying that the first time he saw some of a manga influenced Western art was with John Byrne and how he would draw the females or the female characters with bigger eyes, which was more of a manga thing than a Western drawn thing at the time. And that was the first time he saw that. He had a podcast yesterday all about manga's influence on Western comics. And I just wanted to bring that up because he mentioned Byrne specifically as one of the guys he noticed when he was a kid. And yeah, for sure. But yeah, this is a great mix. We got Joe Catapano in the house. Hail. You ordered this? Yes, you will not be disappointed, my friend.
Everyone should get this book. I'm convinced like this is a good way that you can either order it through I think Frank Miller Productions itself, I believe, or you can go and support your local comic book shop so the local comic book shops don't die out because there's not enough current comics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keeping them in business, like pretty
support
much.
Your LCS if you can with it. Sean even looks hot with that. She even looks hot with that stuff in your mouth. Yeah, I mean, got to, right? Right? Hey, Rob. Hey.
I was gonna say something serious. I love this composition. Is the power of the gesture of that guy just kind of not the feet. They're nice.
Wait, hold on a second though. I did want to say like I actually
the
like
feet actually look good, and I hate feet.
Yeah.
That is a very realistic looking foot.
Yeah, that's why
I very realistic. The proportioning as well. If you look at the proportion too, like a lot of times when you see women's legs, they do them very like straight. There's no distinct difference between like the calf area and the ankle going into the foot. So
the butt could be a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
I think that's supposed to be the angle though.
I still would add. Yeah, I think I still would have added some cheeks to it. Henry said basically it's Frank Miller storytelling composition since he did the layouts. Yeah, he did all the layouts, but Philip Tan, I mean the art's all Philip. I mean you can see Frank Miller isms.
You can.
He kind of paid homage to because of the layouts. I'm assuming.
That's powerful.
Yes,
but this is this is straight up. I mean Philip Tan is a highly underrated artist. He's a fantastic artist with a style that's all his own. And that's why I think I'm so excited about this book because it really showcases his style, even though you have this kind of Frank Miller feel to it as well. But this really showcases like what I wanted to say, like a clinic with textures and line works in lighting in this book. We're going to get into some of the monsters or the demons we get into coming up, and you're just going to see the beautiful line work, the beautiful textures that are used on the characters, and that's Philip Tan as the artist.
Not only that, when you read this book, if you are someone that enjoys reading a great comic book story, other than the art, it's just exceptionally
Look at
good.
that
I would
face.
say
Awesome.
Frank Miller has a way of writing poetically. I would say it's very unique. It's almost like poetry, and it works. It's just this book overall, it's breathtaking. So I'm happy to have another book that I can pick up at the shop and support my local comic shops with.
Yeah.
So
This and the Mark Silvestri new Batman book I've added this to my list of
polls.
comics that you can get in this. Yeah, and in my polls to get. Like, this is absolutely one of them. Yeah, it's beautiful work.
Wow.
Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Now this is a Frank Miller layout. This is
Yeah.
something you see.
Oh,
Frank Miller
100%.
do.
100%. Yeah.
That was like a scene from
I mean, you can see
Cinemax.
throughout the entire book his layout influence, because it's absolutely, and that's what I love, the fact that Philip Tan was able to capture it, still make it his own, but you can tell that the layout is Frank Miller, and I like that. It's a cool, because it's Ronin, Miller's original book. There, that it still keeps Miller's feel to the book, but adds on this like crazy, awesome polish. that Philip Tan, and then the inker does a fantastic job of just putting that all together. So it's the best of all worlds, in my opinion, this book.
I do want to say too, Bordell is saying it's very Ghost in the Shell. I am a big fan of Ghost in the Shell, and I can definitely see what you're talking about with this kind of cybernetic stuff going on in here. So, are you in here? Oh, I have a visitor that needs to leave. I thought I got all of them out.
Kick him out.
Always one.
I'll pause this while you're doing this, but just
oh no, it's okay.
Okay, I won't pause. I'll keep on going. But yeah, Sean, like, this is why I texted you and I was like, dude, you got to get this book.
This is the first time I'm seeing it, so like, I'm just kind of basking in the glory. Just I wish the screen was bigger. Crazy. Who that?
Crazy Mad. Who they?
My dude. Awesome.
Speaking of, I am now pulling. Let me pause this for a second. I just want to say, Crazy Mad, I am now pulling for the Bengals to go all the way, baby. Consider me Houday Nation for the next few weeks. Let's go. Let's go.
I think I might even switch over from the Jets because they fucking suck. No, I don't know. I don't pay attention to football anymore.
I get one out, 2 run in. I have another one in here now. I'm like, I can't fucking win.
Canapano said the face in the back is my style for sure. I figured that Joe would definitely like this because Joe's got kind of a manga feel to his work as well.
Mm-hmm.
And this, if you've seen his work, by the way, is fantastic. Everybody, make sure you're following him and backing his projects as well. But I definitely, when I saw you pop up in the chat, man, I knew you would like this, 100%.
That's cool. Is it AV Police? The head or AD Police? There's an anime that I just watched. Well,
I'm not sure.
It looked whatever that robotic thing. It looks like that. All right, we'll take a look.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it's awesome. We got Jay Ryan in the house. Hail, Jay Ryan.
What?
He didn't die.
What's going on?
He just went in cardiac arrest. He was saved. But again, faces in this entire book are just amazing. Like, the expressions are great. Again, like I said, the lighting in this. I mean, the line work is showing intensity, accentuating the intensity in the face besides the expression. The eyes are beautiful.
Definitely 90s, definitely Jim Lee aesthetic.
Like John Byrne.
Where Jim Lee got his blueprint from,
Right. It all goes back. A lot of it all goes back to Byrne.
You see a little bit of like how Scott Williams would do like the blowjob lips, like how he used
yes,
the hatching to them to
best kind.
It.
Yeah,
my favorite.
I actually see like some art, like Art Adams stylistically too in this.
Well, and as well you should, because guys like Byrne, guys like Art Adams were heavily influenced on guys like Jim Lee and that generation, which were heavily influenced on guys like Philip Tan. I don't know how old Philip Tan is. I just know he came after those guys, so I just kind of put him in that kind of generation. Okay, yeah. So I mean, he's a younger dude. So influences of influences, right?
Ooh.
So you definitely
Philip.
Yeah, I think he's in his late 30s.
Oh, he's been around the block. He did.
He's been around.
I'm gonna see how old he is.
He did Spawn back in the day. That's underrated. Give
Well, that was
a
in the 2000s.
yeah,
That's
give
fun
that a
run.
shout out.
Yeah. But my point is, like, he's got that. He's gonna have the influence of influence. So yeah, that's cool to look at his work and be like, I can see some Jim Lee in there. I can see some Art Adams. I can see some John Byrne, and I'm sure there's manga
Police.
influences in there that I can't see. Or what?
AD
Oh,
Police is
Never heard of
Oh,
it.
actually, he's 45. Holy shit! I thought he was
Okay.
younger than that.
I was gonna say I thought he was
still
around
young.
my age, older than me. I'm only 40, but I thought he was closer to my age than that. But yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
it. I need. Oh, okay. Thank God.
No, dude.
Like, I
Okay,
need
so
more.
let me explain something. So we have the beginning of the book that's all Frank Miller layouts, and maybe the entire book is. I don't know. We go into the section now that is all double page splashes for the rest of the book, and it is
beautiful. I love
immaculate. Immaculate. So let's continue here. But I just want to set you guys up and let you all know what we're about to see. Straight up double page splashes from here on, and it tells a fantastic story. When Spawn had angel wings. I remember that.
Or those like, excuse me.
Now the detail on that.
It doesn't
Exactly
matter what they
what
call
it
it, as long as I get mine.
DSL.
Either or, I'm down.
Yeah.
What, Kayla?
As long as
The
that
detail that's
goat
on that dragonfly.
Thank you. I'm glad you brought that up. I almost missed
I
it.
feel like it doesn't really do as much justice on camera than when you're holding it in your hand, because it's like some of the lines look a little like blurry a little bit, no matter how many times you would try to take a picture of it, or if you like recorded it in your hand. When you see this and see the detail in that dragonfly, it's immensely detailed. It's absolutely gorgeous.
If you think this looks good on the video, just wait until you see it in person. Like I'm extremely impressed. I'm still impressed just even looking on the video aspect of it, but just studying this book as I was getting ready for the show, going over the art. I mean, just that face is gorgeous.
The eyes, and
eyes
they
are
always say
amazing.
too, do you know how good you have to be as an artist to do lines on a woman's face like that? How he has those cross hatches there on the woman's nose.
Yeah, there's definitely a way that you have to do it correct, otherwise you make a woman look old. Or there's definitely, if you do it wrong,
experienced.
Yeah, or experienced. Yeah.
The eyes too. The eyes are reminiscent to me. Yes, they are. But they're reminiscent to me almost of what Art Adams does a little bit. But they're more anime-ish. Manga, anime, they have this certain kind of eye, I feel they do. But then 100%. Here we go back, like here, this is more like a Western comic eye. But he goes back and forth.
He does. He goes, yeah.
Yep. And then the further away shots, it looks more Western. This here looks this is all manga to me.
Yeah, it's really interesting because I noticed the same thing, that he will bounce back and forth where it looks more manga or sometimes it looks more Western. It's just however the feel is with that panel. The story with this kid, I don't quite know because I didn't read it. But the evolution of the character.
Is it a continuation of the first one, or is this something totally different?
I have no idea because
So it kind of fill you in what's going on in the beginning. I don't want to spoil it. But basically that is her child, or so they're making it seem like it's her child. She basically says, like, I'm not raising just like any person, I'm raising a warrior, so
yeah.
And this has nothing to do with Lone Wolf and Cub.
What?
I don't know, I'm just asking questions. I've never
read it, so I don't know. It definitely has a Lone
I don't know. It's got a kid. It's like
it has that feel to it. Regardless if it's a mother and a son, it definitely has that feel to it, right?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I got you. Because I thought the same thing. I absolutely thought the same thing. Henry Bemis said, "Is that a Lone Wolf and Cub homage?" It probably is 100%.
Let's spread that rumor.
I'm pretty blown away. Textures, energy, execution, crazy. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, this book, like, I was blown away too. Like, I'm as excited about this book as I was about Mark Silvestri's Deadly Duo, because that's just when you see awesome art and you just see, in my opinion, this is a masterpiece work. I really do. Like, I'll go that far. Like, it really is just is gorgeous work. Yeah, just, I'm blown
is
away.
is the paper quality, is
I would say
it
the paper quality
glossy
is
or is
really
it
good.
more like old school? Because it doesn't look as
No, it's glossy.
Is it?
I would
Okay.
say like
okay.
the influence, yes, but the story has no connection. Actually, Bordeaux just said it, just popped up. Influence, sure, but no story connection, and that's exactly like my point. I'm more looking at it from a story. I wasn't putting 1 and 2 together
Right.
of the art. You're looking at the art. Thought you were talking about the story for some reason. So
But no,
But
the
that's
paper quality
brilliant.
is glossy. It's a thick
it is.
gloss. So it's a
Yeah.
solid book. It's a very solid, well put together book. The only thing I didn't like about the gloss is it was very fingerprinty. Like it left a lot of fingerprints, and that always pisses me off when it comes to look of my comics, you know. But no, like the ash can I got. So I also got the ash can that's got
Where did
this,
you?
and it's got
We didn't have that.
Dan DiDio's Ancient Enemies in there. This was all on newsprint, which was
Oh.
interesting. So it looks great on newsprint, and it looks great on the gloss as well. So they didn't skimp on the quality of the book.
I love the breakup of the white silhouette just to show that. I think it's cool.
Yeah. And to me, that's like straight up Frank Miller, you know. Like,
Yeah,
Frank Miller,
yeah.
Not many people could pull that off besides Frank, but with this, he fucking shows.
We got Fat Samurai in the house. Lone Wolf and Cub stuff is drawing me in. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a tried and true kind of feel, you know, like so many good stories have it. And again, regardless of it being a mom and a son or a child or whatever, it definitely has that kind of feel to it. And it's pulled off so well. And Philip Tan draws the little kid in such a great way. And if I'm not mistaken, the kid kind of ages throughout this story, right?
Not necessarily. Well, you see a personality change. Remember, she's raising a warrior. We have a child that is scared at first,
Okay.
and then ultimately is like accepting destiny. That's how
He's definitely bigger at the end, and maybe that's just the way that Phil drew him for, you know, symbolism. I'm not quite sure, but because I didn't read it, I didn't know if that was
stop
part of the
being a
story.
baby.
There's not much to read in it, Joe. You could definitely read this one. There's more in the Silvestri book. I'm just saying.
Oh, 100%. There really isn't that much script in this book. It's a fast read if you wanted to. I read parts of it, you know, but I didn't like read it. I was just looking at the art. That's what
It does basically seem like the child is aging, even from the language, because at first the child is not talking. You know,
right, and then he starts to talk
like,
at the
I
end.
don't even know that. I didn't even know you could speak. Like, so.
Yeah. And you can tell just by the way, because he draws him like as an infant almost looking, and by the end of the book, he's a little bit more aged. You'll see. Yes, there's spoilers here, guys. We're not talking about.
I want to see the texture.
I can't zoom in. This is a video.
The art and
it's a video?
Ryan, did you see what I just
What happened? Literacy is a gift. Yes,
not in this house.
No, Sean, yeah, because you've been gone for a while. Like I went from like looking at stuff live with my webcam because my webcam kept going out of focus to just pre-recording the video. So it's nice because I can sit here, deal with the chat, and watch and talk to you guys while this is going. And that's why I try to hold it up, you know, to the camera. Yeah, I'm telling you, right here. Right
Can I
here.
just say how good the hair looks in all of this?
You can indeed. Yes.
The hair is amazing. I don't have any other word to describe it. It's just amazing. All the highlighting that's on the dark hair. It's just absolutely amazing. Like, what else can you say?
Right. That's perfect way of saying it. That face right there reminds me of like some 80s anime, you know, I can't, I know the anime I'm thinking of. I just can't pull it out of
Demon City?
The actual name. I have no idea, but there's something from like the 80s. I remember specifically seeing like a face like that.
That broad from Sean. What's her name?
Speak.
Fickle as Ihorn. Blade Runner. Yeah. Well, that looks very Charisma's Bachelor. Yeah, that's cool. Like Charade.
Yeah, Jay Lee says Ninja Scroll definitely has a Ninja Scroll feel for sure.
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
World of Conan says Cyber City Ode 808. Guys, I just noticed, I looked up and there's 50 people in the chat watching. If you guys could remember to hit that hit the bellification, and subscribe to the channel. I love you all.
Notification.
The bellification notification. Yeah.
This is a great use of the Zipatone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
yep.
I feel like a lot of people
yes
butcher using Zipatone. This is
Mhm.
like the correct way to use it. I wonder if you went in on it, didn't you? Yes,
Yeah,
you
I get pretty close
Look
because
at
I
you
want because
shaking
that's what I'm
your
talking
head.
about, like the textures and everything. Like I want people to see the techniques that were used.
Now
And I
I'm
was just saying,
impressed. Now I'm impressed.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? A lot of times I will say it's like me and Joe sync minds for a moment, and he
Nagi.
zooms in
Right there, baby.
right on like the right thing I'm thinking about.
Nicholas
Hail
Gear.
Nicholas Gear.
What's up, brother?
Hell.
Yeah, I figured if I'm enjoying it, and I figure everybody else is going to enjoy
Even
seeing
they
it as
don't.
well. Like
Yeah.
I
But that's-
wasn't
that's-
sure. You know, I was when I sent it to Joe, I was like, how can I get him to pick up this book? I'm like, all right. I went to the biggest, baddest page and I was like, you know what? He's gonna like this shit. I know he will. But I know if I just send him the cover, he's gonna be like, huh. So I went and I just
wrong though. Wrong. Well, if it was just a normal if it was just a normal manga, maybe for sure. But you gotta understand, like I have a love for Philip Tan's art, and I knew he was doing this project. I didn't know it was Ronin, but I knew he was doing something.
I didn't
and
know
when
what
you-
you knew. I just knew if
Yeah,
I
when you
sent
sent it to me,
cover,
I
I just
recognized.
knew if I sent you the cover, you would have
I
been
know
like,
when you went to school.
manga?
Education is.
if I would have sent him the cover, he would have been like, what is this, a manga? No, I went and I sent a couple pages. I was like, he would really like this page.
If all manga looked like this, I would be down.
You would definitely,
This to me, this is like American manga style. And I'm
this is, I don't know what this style
or is it manga?
This style is like the combination of Frank Miller's brain, basically. Because this is very Frank Miller, something you would see in Sin City almost. But it's very Western meets Eastern. They had this baby through Frank Miller, and it is absolute perfection. This is chef's kiss. This is what people are trying to do that they are failing miserably at.
Like who?
100%. Preach it.
So
like the mainstream.
This is yes, they are.
Give names.
Yeah, tell us who.
Don't get her started, man.
Don't get me started.
Right.
You should
not get distracted on the art. Don't get distracted on the art.
This is a no negativity stream tonight, okay? I don't want to reminisce over
that's
the
pretty
bad
positive to me. That's positive to me.
No.
But yeah, I did want to say that the reason why I zoom in quite a bit, appreciating comic book art is in the name of the show. Like I want to make sure that people are seeing just the details other than just looking at the comic or just kind of going over it as you read. Because a lot of people just read it, in my opinion, because I'm an artist, I look at the art first and don't really give a shit about the script. But I think people that normally just read books, they read it. There's so much I think you can miss when you're just reading the story and looking at the pictures and moving on, enjoying the pace of the book. On this show, we're really going to slow it down with everything we look at so you can see all the tiny little detail that maybe you have missed. And I could be wrong on that with some people, but I just feel like that's the purpose of this show, showing all that tiny little stuff. And with this book, there's so much awesome texture and just, I mean, this page right here.
Like that is, isn't that so fucking cool?
Awesome.
Like there's, it's just like, that is 100% cool factor. You know?
Boom.
This
Great
is
way
like,
of putting it.
What else can you say? That is just cool to look at. That is awesome.
We're about to get into the point of the book where everything, everything's been great, right? Everything has been great, but we're getting to the point of the book where it's just like, turn it up to 1,000.
We haven't seen that page that you sent to Joe. The page spread.
This is like Dragon Ball Z. It's over 9,000, guys. Like, this book gets me up. Like reading this, and it was like every page. To me, this was like a great progression of the comic. So it's like every page to me just got more and more interesting.
Yep.
You just want to keep turning them.
I was so pulled into this book when I was just looking at it that I got into the drama of the book, the storytelling, because of the setup, because of the page layouts, the way that they placed the camera, how they made the drama and created the drama throughout this book. It's just, again, like I said, to me, it's a masterpiece of all three of these guys coming together: Miller, Philip Tan, and the inker. I always forget his name.
Daniel Henriquez.
Thank you.
Oh, good job, Joe.
I'm telling you guys, I got you.
Okay.
I'm always going to show you the page, and then we're going to zoom in and look at details. That's what we're going to do.
You know what too? Like you have to pick up a copy of this book because no offense to the camera, Joe, but the camera can't capture.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
to me, it almost looks like super trippy on the camera.
Yeah,
Like,
because
I
you have to
know,
worry about light and
it's-
stuff like that. But yeah, the camera does a fantastic job, but in person, like it's go pick up this book, guys. I'm telling you,
So-
like if you like what you're seeing here, go to the comic book
I
shop.
love how he just drops in those thick blacks like by the nose, but then is able to do a gradient like how Frank would do. You know, how, like Frank, like his thick black, like
Yeah.
his blops.
I
You
think
check out that.
Frank is very, very heavily involved with this
With the
story
layout,
in
yeah.
particular because not only is he writing this, it's a continuation of the Ronin stories, it seems like, but also like he did the layouts. I think he had
For
a lot. And I think
fuck's
he
sake.
chose very carefully.
Yeah.
Yes, I told
Jesus.
you
Told you,
it just
keeps
gets
getting
better and better and better.
100%.
And
Wow.
the writing
Philip
is great
Tan's-
too.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually read it at
It's
some
so-
point.
No, you're not.
Yeah, probably not, but I'm gonna say I'm going to.
You're gonna go back and keep looking at the art.
Yeah, exactly. I love the lighting though. Like it's got that Portaccio kind of fucking
Right.
the under lighting,
right.
you know, like that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
His style of lighting and Portaccio got that from manga,
Of
whatever you want
course.
to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
he
And
got-
shout
and
out to
that's-
Carl Outstader, who introduced Jim Lee to anime and manga. You would think the other way, but
Oh,
nope.
there you go.
My boy Carl.
Sean.
No, it's true. It's true. The best
That's
stuff
true.
in Jim Lee's from the Extinction Agenda, all Carl. All Carl's
Ah.
layouts. Yeah. Like all like the big robots and shit. Jim
Yeah,
Lee had no
see,
idea.
I knew Jay Lee would understand this part here.
What's he
A
got?
Berserk and Claymore feel. Absolutely.
Mm.
Claymore is one of my all-time favorite mangas, and Berserk for sure. I see it as well. Yeah, and definitely I will say some of the art has the Frank Thorne vibe. That's interesting you picked up on that.
I
I
did not.
love those hatchets.
Good call. Yeah, that's I mean, the detail, the texture on this monster. I mean, just incredible detail. Yeah, the hatching is great. The lighting is fantastic.
Crazy. I wouldn't call this weebery. Like this is
This is
Who said that?
this is
crazy.
Who-
Oh,
Crazy Mad said that he cannot.
I still love
He's not
it.
sure if he can support
Crazy
this
Mad.
degeneracy. This is definitely
now.
not Weavery. This is an example of what they are butchering within comics, trying to bring in a manga style.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
isn't
it's not
done
that typical.
correctly. This is the perfect combination of Western meets the Eastern style.
Exactly.
This
exactly.
is poetry.
And
This is
Sheldon
artistic
says-
poetry.
I agree with Sheldon. Manga is pronounced monger. For sure.
What
Looks like
monger? Where is it
Monger.
monger?
Monger. You know, because people pronounce A as they put an R on A sometimes, you know.
Not me.
Like who?
Not
Yeah.
me.
Water?
Wada?
Water, you know.
No joke. Water.
Water.
Yeah.
Wada? Are you talking
See?
like me now?
No.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Wada?
that's your guys. That's your guys.
I
kind
think
of
an AH.
Fat Samurai says, "Love the basket. Looks amazing." Yeah. Oh, here
Now
we go.
this
Here we
is-
go,
Right.
everybody.
This
Yeah.
is what I
Just-
sent to Joe to
Yeah, this is what she sent, and right off the bat, and I saw it and I recognized it right off the bat that it was Philip Tan. I was like, this has got to be his new project. And she's like, Ronin 2 came out, and I was like, okay, so now I know what the project is. And I went to the store the next day and got it. It might have been the
Wow.
same day. I might have got it the same day. I can't remember.
I think you did get it the same day after.
Okay, it
I
was the
hit-
same day. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, I went out and got it.
This definitely when I saw this blew my mind because this is almost I see like a bit of
Oh,
Todd McFarlane
love
a
it.
little bit in this, but then I see geez, why can't I think of the manga artist's name right now? It's not
Shit.
coming to my head. It's not coming to my head right now, but I'll come back to it in a second.
Oh, it definitely. I think I know what you're talking. Hail Wolfer in the house. Hail Joe, Kayla, Sean, and the chat. Hail to you. Yeah, this is probably still my favorite, page. This is the middle of
I
the
knew it
book,
would
double
be.
page spread. Friggin', I love the plain white background. Just makes everything in the foreground absolutely pop. and then just the detail in the lighting and the rendering, the hatching on this face, it's just next level
Monsters.
awesomeness.
It's Norihiro Yagi. He did Claymore.
And that is a straight up Frank Miller pose and like feel to that the small character on that.
It's called a woman, Joe.
The chick. Yes.
Yeah.
The chick.
Chick's acceptable. Chick is acceptable.
There you go. Yeah, this is just I want a poster of this.
It's like
I want a
Kelly
poster
Jones
of this.
vibes to it, at least like a little aesthetic.
Yeah, because the heavy
Yeah.
inking with the heavy
Yeah.
inking, and yes, that is something that Kelly Jones.
I would
does.
not have said that myself, but I guess I can see that.
I do see Art Adams Fin Fang Foom a little bit.
Fin
Pathmaster.
Fang Foom.
Fin Fang Foom.
I guarantee you that Art Adams had an influence on Phil Tan.
Oh,
I guarantee
guaranteed.
100%.
Oh, art's in almost
100%.
everybody's DNA, one way or another.
Yeah, he changed comics when he came on. He influenced so many people, generations that 1,000%. And all the guys, Silvestri, Liefeld, they'll all tell you that when Art Adams came on the scene, it changed. It changed for them personally.
I think it was Liefeld that said it was before Art Adams and after Art Adams.
Right.
Actually,
Yep, he did say that. I think he's 100% right.
true.
He's 100% right.
There will never be another Art Adams in the industry. I think his style is often imitated, but never duplicated. No one has been able to do what Art Adams does stylistically.
We got Tev Roach, I think. Phil Tan's finishes are sick in this. Yeah, absolutely. And Hale, welcome to the show. I'm sure I butchered your name, so I apologize for that. Yeah, I love the page layout on this.
This is a very Frank Miller. This is something you would see in kind of like in Sin City.
I don't.
What do we see?
Crazy.
Who does a monster?
Who is saying the F word in this?
Who is what?
Wait,
Who is talking about the F word in the chat here?
Oh,
who's talking about the F word? Sorry, I was looking at
the
the
F
crazy.
word.
What is
Crazy
this?
man.
What is it?
Where's being furry?
Oh, the F word. I was about to say, I don't see the F word. What are
The
you
F
talking about?
word. The forbidden word.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess if you're into it, you're into it.
Yep, I guess it's a free
That is
country,
what
I
it
guess.
is.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Wear your tail with pride, I guess. Put some ears on. Don your collars. Let me stop. I love the perspective on that page. I just want to say, I think that is a really cool perspective.
Yeah, I mean the story. Yeah, all together, the storytelling is great. I was gonna say, like, I love the use of the panels. I like how panels can break other panels, but still have a transparentness to them as well, because it gives a focus on the fact that boom, we're focusing on the sword there for a second. You know, it's kind of going to come into play in the next scene.
Yep. This I love too.
Wow, that's like if Eric Larson got something right.
This is reminiscent. This
Yeah.
is actually reminiscent of 300 to me. Of stuff that was in 300 almost stylistically. But
Yes. Fat Samurai says, okay, I'm gonna buy this beautiful.
Yes,
Hell yeah,
buy it.
absolutely do it. Absolutely do it. And then let me know you did. I'm always excited when people see something on here and go out and get it.
And spend their money.
And spend their money, but on good stuff.
On good stuff. Great
stuff,
stuff.
yeah. So and you know too, it makes me feel good too because everyone tried to cancel Frank Miller, and then he just comes up with his own freaking really try to cancel Frank Miller, who was a legend, you know. But now and then he comes up with his own production company.
Yeah.
You know, so this is like you're supporting his production company, Frank Miller Productions, his own comic book company, I should say. So
we can just call him Roach. Okay, I'm gonna remember that. That'll be a lot easier. Some people dismiss this. I'm glad I reread the original series and picked it up and look forward to the rest of the series. Yeah, you definitely will not be disappointed. We got Dr. Ben in the house. Says, y'all think it's you think it's all digital screen tones or actual screen tone sheets? I think it's digital. Sean, what do you think?
I was gonna say that, like, shout out to whoever did this, because like the intricacy of cutting all that fucking shit out, with
You
the
know
blade,
what?
I would have cut up my
Look it up.
fingers. But you never know. Look, the job is
I have
done.
a
The
feeling
job is done
it's-
really
yeah.
good. So as long as that, like again, like what Rob has said in the past, it's all about the final product, and I'll take that.
Right.
You know, if we get something like this, fucking hey.
Yeah, past precedent is saying probably CGI. But yeah, it's it's probably I think it's done digitally because I feel like there's so much and it's so intricate. It would take so much time, I think, to zip and tone all this stuff out. But I could be wrong. It could be completely wrong. Jay Ryan says, "Is this a direct sequel, story wise, to the original Kayla?" I'm directing that at you.
How can I put it? It's a
Yes or no?
sequel. Well, I got to continue reading to find out, but
Okay.
it's a sequel. I'm just not sure where it is going into the universe. If it's like direct or if it's just basically within the same universe.
Gotcha.
But it is
Hail
a
Apex
sequel.
Comics.
I think they're waiting to unveil a little bit more. It seems like definitely she was the main character within the Ronin stories. Lover. That's what it seemed like to me. But I could be wrong. It's a Frank Miller book. There can be twists and turns. So what are you doing in here?
We got
What
Dennis
is
Kelly in the house. Hail all. How's it going? It's going good, man. Hope
How
it's
you
going for you.
doing?
How
Look
you
how
doing?
cool this looks. You know, teeth are really hard to do. I just want to say in general, like teeth, people butcher teeth but that actually looks really cool. You know, a lot of times like artists cheat teeth.
Yeah, I
Cheat
cheat teeth
teeth?
sometimes.
Yeah, cheat teeth.
Yeah.
It is. Ah.
It's an adapt in Casey from the original.
Ah.
I need to go back and actually check out the original. Henry says it's nice to see Zipatone. Nobody seems to use it anymore. Joe, hint, Zipatone for Reaper Destroyer. It's just not my bag, baby.
I don't
not
think
my bag.
I don't know if Zipatone would fit Reaper Destroyer.
Give it a shot.
I'm not-
Yes, it
No.
is art porn. It's all art porn. Look at this. This is so fucking cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this. Gorgeous. I love the amount of, I don't know what that is. It's exploding from the demon's head, but awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sound effects. It's my sound effects. Like, you know, if it was like, you know, in the animes when, you know, you hit somebody and the head pops off and it's just blood splurting, you know, like that's the kind of sound effects I feel like this would make.
Oh shit.
We got Phil Diaz in the house.
Hell.
Yo, I dig this art. Yes, brother. Go out and get this. This is Ronin Book 2, Issue 1.
Mm-hmm.
Issue 2 will be coming out next month, even though it was supposed to come out this month. It got pushed back. But
How many issues
check
is this?
I don't know how many issues it's going to be. I don't know if it's a mini series or an ongoing series. I actually do not know.
It's supposed to be 6 issues.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
Jaylee says, depends on what I'm drawing. Monsters or werewolves. Teeth are very important, but people try my best to keep it simple. Thank you.
Oh, fuck me. This is great.
Again, just more gorgeous double page spread after double page spread in this book. Leans into, I love the dramatic shot, the last panel on focus on the eyes, all covered in this. I'm assuming it was blood. Yeah, Feywolf.
Yeah,
Feywolf.
I believe it's.
Whatever, guys. I'm making fun of my impediments. My impediments.
A speech impediment? You're saying you have a speech impediment now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, something. There's something going on.
It would be a selective learning disability.
I
SLD.
like that. We're gonna go with that. Yeah, the eye is great. And this is the first time in the book, guys. No spoiler. Spoiler. This is the first time where the kid talks, because the kid's about to play an important role in this first issue here. But this is the first time he talks, and that's why I was kind of like, all right, this kid has been aging since we've been telling the story, and it seems like he's aging really quick. And the end of this is just great. Like, whoever came up with this, Frank Miller came up with it, but like the idea to come up with this, you know, like kind of twist at the end or whatever you're setting up was great. I was very, very entertained by it.
I have to go back and reread this because at first I thought she was like cloned for some reason. So it's basically Casey and Billy here, you know. That's her son's name is Billy.
Billy. Okay. In this scene, so this is it, guys. In
But
this
this
scene,
is like, you got to remember, he's scared. Like, well, you got to read it to see, but you know,
up until this point, he's been
like,
scared. Now he's
he's
just like
been
Billy
scared.
Badass, you know. And she takes him and throws him into the creature's mouth. How fucking awesome is that?
Yeah,
Like,
sacrifice your
story-wise.
kid for yourself. I'm all about
No,
it.
no.
He has the sword.
No,
he has
no,
the
not.
sword though.
So heroic.
So
Oh,
It's
that makes it
It's an
good.
offensive.
Right, yeah,
No,
offensive.
no,
Oh, no.
it's an
She always
offensive
have more
move.
kids. Yeah, no,
Not a
I can
sacrifice.
relate. Yeah, no, I dig her giddy up.
No, Joe called it getting old.
you know what?
Yeah,
Did your
old.
father ever throw you in the water or anything when you were a kid? I guess it's
Yeah,
the same
the
thing.
John
because
Yeah, to
Wayne.
get rid of me, but I
This is
kept
the
coming back.
America. This is the America.
He's a demon, right? Agata? Maybe. I have no idea. I didn't
He's
read the
got that
book.
kid in
so-
his mouth.
I'm not sure. This is her, but this is supposed to be her son right now. So I'm not sure. I gotta go back.
But this is what I'm saying. Like
did
the
it first.
offensive move, to beat this demon, you're not going to physically kill it from the outside. You throw the little kid into the mouth with a fucking sword, and he just goes to town. I mean, like,
The demon is Agat. Yeah, that's who they
okay, the demon's
encountered.
Agata. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I was so confused. Right, he's a demon, right? Agat. Yes, Agat. Yeah, that is
Sink
the
or
demon.
swim.
That's a
Yes.
demon that they encounter. I mean, they're basically in this ravaged America. That, at least to me, is what it seemed like. They're in this ravaged landscape of
Detroit.
America, and the evils that are all appearing like this, they seem to be connected to the original Ronin. That's what we're getting in on.
Oh, that made me laugh. My father threw me into the water to teach himself CPR.
Yeah, it was the demon from the first series. Yes, Phil, you are correct. It was one of the demons.
Thank God Kayla's here to explain, because I just got lost.
Oh,
in the
we
beautiful
really
art.
well. No, I'm looking at.
I knew Kayla would actually read it, unlike me, where I'm just like, words.
Well, Ronin is one of my favorite Frank Miller works.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that last week. That's right.
So I know the second issue is coming out February 15th, I believe now. They pushed it back. It was supposed to be out on the 18th.
My birthday.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
Your day is also the day of half off candy.
Oh, see, it's the best day ever.
It's like, that is the best day. I like, even when I was single, not because I was like depressed or anything, but
Hell no.
now, I would
She just wanted diabetes.
I would be so happy for the day after Valentine's Day. I'm like, fuck Valentine's Day. It's half off price candy day.
I just always said fuck Valentine's Day because it's my birthday's the next day, and that's way more important. It's about me.
All the candy's half off, 75% off, half off. Go to CVS. You're getting yourself some expensive ass chocolate and shit. I would buy
ass chocolate. I don't know if I want to
like,
get any ass chocolate.
not ass chocolate, but you know, like the big
let's
chocolate.
talk about that for a second.
It's a chocolate.
Yeah, what's ass chocolate?
You know the chocolate hats, and
that
they're
when
filled
you're-
with like all the different kind of.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that's what-
totally different scenarios.
The expensive chocolates, right?
Yes.
And they have them in the hat. Like, what are the brands? Winfrey's chocolate, whatever the freaking expensive freaking chocolates are, half off. I'm all about it. Like, do you know how much chocolate I could get? What, like, I would.
This is a sore subject for me.
You want me to get you some half off chocolate, Sean, and mail
Sure.
it to you? I could do that. I will do
Yeah,
that.
get the diabetic chocolate.
Okay.
All right.
I'll get you some
Okay.
diabetic chocolate.
Let's jump back into the art here, because this is absolutely beautiful. I don't want to skip over this because this is a beautiful.
Well,
this is probably my second favorite spread in the book.
This is Sin City.
Yeah, 100%. I love the shadow on the wall. The bricks just showing up in the shadow. The white background. You got the demon's face just laying there after it's been slain. It's just, man, I'm telling you.
That page to
boner.
me, that is one of the pages to me that gives me inspiration. Remember, I was like talking to you about like,
Yep.
there are a couple things that inspired you. This is one
Yep.
of the things that it is like very inspirational to me.
Hail Sooner GM. Good to see you. Kayla likes ass chocolate. Confirmed. Yes, it is. It has absolutely been confirmed.
No.
All
That's
closed,
just,
half
that's
off.
how we talk in Massachusetts. Good
I
ass
like them
chocolate. Jeez Christ.
Kayla up in here eating some ass chocolate, says Hail the Lord. Yes.
I
Telling
love
you.
it.
Sounds so wrong.
I'll try everything once.
Now we know what Kayla does in her off time there. The artist boner ever. Yes. This is straight up art porn. This book is, it's why it's one of the few books that we will look at a week after it comes out, give everybody a chance to go out and read it so we don't do spoilers, because we will absolutely cover spoilers on here, just like Mark Silvestri's Batman and Joker Deadly Duo. We're going to do the same thing with that book a week after it comes out, because they deserve to get eyes on this project. If you haven't seen it, this needs to be an encouragement to go out and get.
Oh my
100%.
God. I'm never
Yes,
going to live this down.
on the first date. Yes. I mean, that's when you know she's freaky.
That's
That's,
just a
like
keeper.
the freak test. You have the knuckle
Yeah.
test, just for the freak.
What is
It's
a knuckle
the
test?
ass.
Well,
How many
let's tell
knuckles?
you.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Do I need to explain
What?
it more? You
I've never heard.
You stick your finger.
Well,
What
All right, this is a kid's show. Shame on you people. Shame on you.
I don't-
Starfish, chocolate starfish for everyone. Yes, kids show.
I can
So,
mute myself.
I apologize to all the parents out there. You know me, usually a very wholesome person.
Oh.
Oh yeah, like I
the
want to.
book. Now it's an 8.5.
No, I just wanted to put those the two faces together to see how they.
That's something I did as well too, to see how they
Okay,
lined
I'm
up.
glad I wasn't the only one. Yeah.
But one was slightly more down. So
And so this was, I thought, the coolest ending right there. I mean, this kid
awesome
being afraid
perspective.
throughout the entire story, matures to the point where he is the warrior now, gets tossed in the demon's mouth, slays the demon from the inside, and then just emerges. I mean, like that is a badass, David and Goliath just triumph over. I killed him dead.
This is such a fucking
Yeah.
awesome book. I'm so glad I came back to
It
this.
is an awesome
Yeah,
book.
it's yeah. You did Knuckles also. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
My guy friends never told me anything about that. They
There's
told me
certain
about
things we like
they
to keep
told me about
secrets.
smell test and everything. I
Oh,
heard
yeah.
that
Oh, do I got
Oh, I
stories?
mean, the smell test. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Sooner GM says my mommy told me, or my mommy told me I can't watch this show anymore. I'm sorry. I'm
There
trying
was
to
one
get it
time I was
back.
about to vomit.
Trying to get it back. Yeah, Philip Tan art. Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous work, guys. The kid is very Astro Boy. It is, or he is. Definitely has that
Yeah,
look.
it definitely has
you
the
know,
Astro Boy
100%.
look to him. Yes,
I agree, Henry.
absolutely. So you're going to encounter, I believe, other monsters from the Ronin series in this.
I might have
And
to.
they are re-releasing Ronin too.
That's smart marketing.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I feel that
So this is
everyone
a-
should read the original Ronin because there wasn't a book like it at the time that came out. So
The preview of book or issue 2 that was supposed to come out this month. I was very disappointed it didn't.
What?
it's now coming out February 15th. And
They
then
got
the
pushed.
third book is coming out in March. I think it's March 6th is what previews had dated for it. I want to say February 15th is the next one. And then issue 3 comes out March 22nd. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I can put myself back on. I can show my face now. Hold on.
Yeah. You're good to go.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Get the tights on, Sean.
Oh
I'm wearing
man,
no
we're getting into art and stuff, dirty kind of territory.
Yeah.
This show was supposed to be a little more wholesome for the
Yeah, okay.
family.
You're like, hey, Sean, you should come back. You sure?
Issue 3 got it. Yeah, so issue 2 next month, issue 3 in March.
February 15th, March 22nd.
My
Mark down the
birthday,
date.
remember everybody. When this book comes out, the second issue is my birthday. So when you go to the LCS and you pick it up, I want your first thought to be picturing me naked on my birthday when you're
We
buying
just said
Ronin
it was
book.
a kid's show. Now it's picture me
Oh, yeah,
naked
yeah,
and buy
sorry, yeah,
Ronin.
Forget what I just said, kids. Please.
We came out of Kunstead Eye Drop. How's this a children's show?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was
Because we're all
poor
children
judgment on my
at
part.
heart.
That's a fact.
Poor judgment on my part.
We're all children at heart. That's why.
Sorry about that.
Crazy.
But yeah, absolutely, guys, go out and get this book, and let me know in the chat when you have read it, or if you just looked at it. I don't give a shit if you actually read it, but just as long as you buy it and look at it.
No, I think you should read it if you want to write a
Definitely
comic
read
book.
it.
I
Definitely read
think it is worth reading because Frank Miller has a poetic way of writing that is so different, and just learn from it.
So I grabbed the dame
Yes.
behind her neck and I just throttled her, and she became the throat goat.
But he
Poetry
Yeah.
in motion.
throat
My B-day is 2 days earlier. Well, happy birthday. That's going to be awesome.
throat.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
ever heard that?
God
can't-
bless.
I don't
Frank
think I can put makeup on if I'm going to be streaming with Sean because I'm pretty sure I'm going to
Regardless-
eyeliner.
I'm not crying. You are.
Regardless, this is an amazing book, guys. Art-wise, appreciating comic book art. That's what we're here for. Number one, the art. Go check this out. Go get it. Put it in your pull list. Get issue 2 on my birthday, and then join us back here
I
a
think
week
that's
after
a
that.
subtle
and we will-
hint for you, for Joe to get a bunch of these for his birthday. As a
I mean,
gift.
if you want to send me birthday gifts, just send super chats on my birthday. I'll take that. You know,
Mhm.
curious about Manara,
Manara.
Manara doing
Mil-
Sin
are
City
you
in the
talking about Milo Manara?
West series, old West series. Interesting. Throat comics. What's that about?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Uh,
Frank Miller is an amazing writer.
Yeah.
No, I am not from New York. That is
I
offensive to me.
I'm from
am
Jersey.
I've said this before. I'm hit or miss on Frank Miller's writing. Some stuff I really like. Other stuff is the goddamn Batman.
As I
It's
thrust her against the back of the wall, and
you know
okay,
what,
I'll stop.
I agree completely with Phil. And then again, when I will say too, if you want a great writer in CG, Phil is a great writer. He's extremely versatile.
Philip Diaz, everybody.
Yes.
And
He's a
the
Norwegian
legend.
Mexican.
He is a Norwegian Mexican. Part Eskimo too, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm from North
Henry
Jersey.
says,
Oh,
yeah, place your accents. Are you guys from Boston or New York?
I'm from Massachusetts. Okay.
Jersey,
I always
dude.
read your chats, Phil.
Yeah, we like you.
Yeah, I always read your chats.
Yeah, you're the best.
I just don't always pull them up, but I always read them.
But we pull it out.
Pull it out. Pull
Mhm.
it out. Let's see. Phil will be great when he kills Timmy. Oh, well, don't kill Timmy.
Don't kill Timmy.
Don't. I've been looking forward to
You
that.
have a
We do
super
have,
chat.
and check this out. I got something new for super chats. I think. Do I? Yes.
Dr. Fishy! No!
You see,
I have no idea. It was just
Okay.
on there. I just got some. I got some.
where'd it go from?
Can you play that again?
Dr. Fishy! No!
You see, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, that's awesome. Acentric says for $10. Thank you. That ain't cheap. Great review. Thanks, Joe. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the super chat as well. I'm glad I got to play that. I've been wanting to. I got a bunch of little stuff there.
Like what?
Well, I can't play it all. I mean, I'm saving things.
It's
I-
not Massachusetts. I live in hell. Like
shit.
Massachusetts is now hell. No
Oh,
law.
Dennis says, "What the hell?" Yes, that's. Has anybody seen that?
You got another super chat.
Oh, get another super chat.
Do
Or also,
Dr. Fishy! No!
You see,
hell
you
yeah!
see-
that-
I think you were supposed to do a different clip that time.
yeah.
no. It's
What do you mean,
It's-
no? Yes.
you have to do one to establish it. Then once it's established, then you add another to it, and then it becomes a mystery.
Yeah, but I'm bored.
Sheldon, for $4.99, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Says, sweet new clip. Yes, Dr. Fishy. Telling you. All right.
Rest
So
in
let's take down the
Fishy.
Ronin. I think we talked about it enough. You guys should all know that when we recommend something,
Do
Definitely
it.
go out and get it. You will not be disappointed.
Listen to him while you're looking at me.
Listen to him while you look. I mean, look at me while you're listening to him.
Yeah. No.
Something.
And
Okay.
then I just get to exist, I guess. All right, cool.
Everybody look at Kayla while you're listening to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey. Is that what it is, Sean?
What is happening here?
It's
Oh.
Need
my
more
new
coffee.
new persona. I'm just gonna be like, hey, all the time.
All right, we're going to move into the second part of the show, which we have been looking at some really awesome drawing videos by some fantastic legendary artists. And Kayla found one. She's been like banging down the door to do an Art Adams video. And,
We're looking at Art Adams tonight.
We're looking at Art
The
Adams
only
today.
artist that matters.
Oh, jeez.
My favorite
1985
artist.
to 89 Art Adams. Every day, all day.
Listen, Art Adams anytime. However, I had a hard time finding videos of him drawing. So
Drawing.
there was like
See,
there was
You
a,
put an R on the end of the A. I told you, drawing.
I said
Drawing.
drawing. I'm trying to talk properly now. I'm all subconscious. Didn't John Malin say I should take voice lessons?
He might have. John says
He
a lot.
says a lot of shit.
He said, what's the difference between this person and that person? This one took voice lessons and they're rich. So-
That's right. Believe me now and hear me later. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so real quick before we go into this drawing video and I smoke a bowl and we just enjoy
Aw.
this art. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm
God
sorry. I
damn it.
forgot you were out. Yeah, my bad. Drawing. Yes, I told you. Rob Arnold is doing, and I don't know who else is involved, so I apologize if I'm forgetting others that are involved in this, but are doing the Great Wheel giveaway, which I think I said the great giveaway. Okay, the Great Wheel giveaway. Sign up now. I think this is happening in March, so I think you have through February to sign up. But I think there's over 500 signups for this. Sign up. All you gotta do is put your email address in here, and you will be registered for the Great Wheel giveaway, which is free original art by all these people involved here that you see on this wheel, and maybe more. I'm not even quite sure, but I know I have an original piece that will be up for giveaway on this. But the link is in the chat, guys. Please go check it out. Follow it. All you gotta do is sign up. It costs nothing, and you are registered for this Great Wheel giveaway. And you could, for free. And you could come up with some really awesome prizes. So here we let me start this.
Arthur
This
Adams. I'm gonna have a nerdgasm here.
this
love him
video
so much.
is courtesy of VZA. I have the link in the description below. Please go check out his channel and give him a follow, give him a likes, because I'm
Great guy.
aping a lot of
He
his
He's a
content.
good
So I
guy,
want to give him credit for it. So this is Art Adams drawing Storm,
He's doing an Asgardian storm.
Asgardian Storm. Yes.
So there were only 3 Adams drawing videos. This one he already has done his pencil work in blue pencil, which you can't really see. But he's going over it. He's inking over it right now. And just notice, like, I watch a lot of the hand movements everyone does when they're drawing. I don't know why. I find it completely mesmerizing. But I'm impressed when he does some of these very straight lines. He does these straight lines. It's like no ruler, no nothing.
Very steady hand.
Very steady handed.
Steady
I'm
hands.
Like,
jealous
look at that.
Steady hands.
If I
Yeah,
want
that's
to
good.
do that,
That's good.
Oh, well, you messed up right there. I'm kidding.
he never messes up. He's Adams.
Oh.
It's perfect. All right.
I like
Listen,
them apples.
I have met a
Kayla's
lot of
claws are
people.
out tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, we don't talk about Art Adams. We don't talk about him unless it's good things to say.
I got nothing but good things to say.
How can you
Let me
say
get rid of
something
mini-me
bad
over
about
here.
someone that has inspired every artist?
I
That
find
is
flaws in
considered
everybody. That's
legendary.
what gets me through a day.
There are no flaws in Art
Mhm.
Adams. Okay, I cried when I met him. I've never cried meeting anybody, and I cried when I met this man dressed as Bulma, and then I took a picture with him, which it's like the most awkward picture ever. He's like this in the picture, like this girl is just crying.
Jason, settle down. Settle down, Kayla.
I'll have to pull it up afterwards so you guys can have a laugh.
Yeah. The blue pencil is the layout. It's almost like, instead of doing a kneaded eraser, which if you guys don't know, a kneaded eraser is this tool right here, this ball of Play-Doh looking
It
thing.
feels like gum.
And you can go over your pencils and it will take it down to the lightest version of it. So you can do your layout and take it down to the lightest version and go in with a sharper pencil or whatever you want to do and actually sketch from that. It's kind of like the same thing, except this is just a blue pencil, very light. And now he's going over it with a just right to pen.
Yeah. He's using a Prismacolor liner at that. Like a felt tip
Interesting.
liner. You can see it right there. Prismacolor.
I wasn't even paying attention to right now. Yeah. Interesting.
I
dog
wanted
is
to
right here.
find something where he was using like extreme detail as he typically does, with all of his rendering that he does and all of his cross hatching and just all the cool stuff that he does, but I could not find one. So
Yeah, I would have loved to have found something that he was doing like back from like the 80s or something. Would have been great. Henry said, so it's the Thor storm. Yeah, I guess the Asgardian storm. I have no idea.
yeah, you
I've
can.
never- but-
Sheldon Martin's right. They sell the Prismacolor marker pens at Walmart. Yeah, they're very
Really?
affordable and they work very well.
Oh,
They're
Prisma.
great.
Yeah,
I
like
have a
the
bunch of those, yeah.
like markers. Yeah, like coloring markers. I knew those. All right.
Well, no, they also
I didn't
sell
know they
those.
did.
too.
I guess I didn't know they did. They made these.
But look how straight the lines are that he does. It's like amazing to me.
He's been doing it
That's
for
just
50
really good
years. It's
risk.
control.
I was just going to say
And
it's
it's
really
really-
good
yeah.
risk control.
Listen,
yeah.
there are artists that have been doing it for years that don't have any control.
Oh yeah. Fuck that.
I would say it definitely depends. I mean, it's definitely something you're born with. I don't know. Like some fantastic inkers have some great control
Yeah.
with their wrists. Mine just I do a little bit more sketchy lines. It's just how I can't keep that steady of a hand. What he's showing right here. I wish I could.
Do you know what those
Extreme.
pens do? Those pens smudge very easily too.
And they
Oh,
don't
these
mix
do?
well with Copics.
Oh yeah, they do.
That's what I wouldn't like about them then if they smudge.
Well, yeah, it's very easy to get like how can I put it, like splotchy with it.
Oh, geez. Don't get her started. But now we know Kayla's kryptonite.
Oh,
Art
no,
Adams in the current state of the X-Men. Yes, she is not allowed to get on a
No.
rant every week about X-Men, guys. Just so you know. Because she will go, we'll lose the show. We'll lose the show.
I'll
and it'll
lose myself.
And she'll just, vitriol, which is well-deserved. But vitriol will come out. Like, you do not, no, don't mention.
Let's not mention it. Art Adams is not my kryptonite though. If anything, he'd be like my superpower.
Oh.
Yeah. I would say. I get so relaxed watching these and I just like get
Yeah, I gotta always remember to keep talking so we can have a show when we're watching these artists draw. When I hung out with Sean, this is basically like stuff that we did the entire time. Watch
Watching
Stanley's
these videos.
yeah
We got
of
really high.
like Liefeld and Jim Lee and Tom McFarlane drawing. Just got real high and just watched
You
these
know,
kind of videos. Yeah.
he's adding in lines that he doesn't even have in the blue. If you know,
Yeah, he's creating
he's
He's creating
creating.
his shading and his lighting. Yeah. That's years of experience and knowing exactly what he wants to do with it. And that's why these guys are so incredible. When you watch them sketch, watch them draw at conventions, they've done this 100,000 times in their career. They know exactly what they're doing and they can go off of very little. I mean, you watch Jim Lee draw, that's incredible too.
Yeah.
Watching that guy draw is just, yeah. But this is just years of experience. You know exactly where you want your lighting to go, your line work, your rendering, your cross hatching.
He's already thought it
Just
out in his head.
second
Yeah.
And he's
yeah.
also
It's already thought out.
He's
Yeah.
out on a Prismacolor. That's like basically this is like their manga marker here. That's what I call this one. They sell it in their manga art set. This Prismacolor
Okay.
manga. Yeah.
The brush.
Yeah, it's well that one it wasn't a brush pen, it was it's not a nib either. I don't know what it is, but it's
No, it says brush on it.
is it a brush?
Yeah, they call
I
it a
can't
brush.
see that.
Well,
yeah, Jay
See
Ryan.
that?
I agree with you. So he would have built a huge mental library by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's impressive about all these guys have worked in the industry for so long and just drawn everything and that they've drawn to that point. Like their muscle memory, they know exactly lighting, everything. You know, and I
love his
guarantee he's
hatchet.
probably
Like
Yeah.
when he does like
For
those
sketch, yeah.
those
Ugh.
thin hatches for his backgrounds, he does like
Everything.
it's fucking awesome.
I wanted to
word,
find
Fat
one where there
Samurai.
was.
Word.
Preach that.
I wanted to
Preach it.
find one that had like a lot of his cross hatching and how he renders things in it. Like when he does like monsters, I was hoping he
Yeah.
had one of his monsters up there. I
I think
mean,
there's a Princess Leia one too that was just really the background at least. It's a head bust shot, maybe something similar to this, and just fucking beautiful. Like that, I could just zone out on just watching him do all day, every day.
I feel like
One-
I need to go to a con he's at just to ask him for a commission so I can sit and record him the whole time.
He might
I
let
was
you just
like-
do it on other people's commissions if
Yeah.
you were.
That's what I
able
used to do
if
with
you-
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all VZA does is he gets permission to.
I think he got that
recorded,
I
yeah.
think he got a commission. This guy must
If-
buy these commissions. I would
If he's
assume.
getting all the commissions that he posts, damn, he's got some money.
He's fucking loaded.
If that's the case, shoot, hook me up. But one thing I wanted to say, guys, when we watch these drawing videos, I think it's really interesting because you'll see so many different techniques on how people draw. You know, like this is very controlled, this is very deliberate in art's approach. You've seen other guys that are a little bit more sketchy, you know,
Very
that draw a
clean.
little bit faster to, you know, keep energy. So it's really cool to see everybody's different techniques as we go forward here and look at different artists draw. VCA bought a lot of them. That's crazy.
He's
I mean,
loaded.
that's-
To be able to do this at a
I didn't know that. I
convention,
didn't know.
like
Yeah,
the
shit, I
commotion
didn't know
and the all like the excitement, and he just is able to zone out and just put out a piece of work like this. It's fucking awesome.
Guys, we are carrying 50 people here again. I think we've gone over 50 a couple times. I just want to say thank you for being here, and I'm glad to see that these drawing videos are popular. People like them because I enjoy doing them. It's a fun way to end the show, just to sit here, zone out, hang out with the chat, and watch some masters absolutely crush it.
How
on
long
art.
is this?
But remember to hit the like button. Hit the like button. This is, I think, is 25 minutes or something.
I'm going for a cigarette.
Oh, come on, dude.
It's on Adams.
I've seen this before. And yeah, shout out to the goat. The art goat. How about that?
The
goat.
art goat. Yep, he
Yeah.
is the greatest of all time. Yes, I will
I'll
agree
be
with you,
back.
Sean.
I don't know about that, but
Sylvester was inspired by Art Adams.
yeah, it doesn't mean he was the best of all time.
Listen, pay respect where it's due, okay?
Thank you, Fat Samurai. Yeah, if everybody could remember hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Where would someone be without their inspiration? Think about it.
Oh, 100%. But just because someone's an inspiration, I don't think it makes them the greatest of all time.
He is one of
Sylvester is
the
clearly
greatest.
the greatest of all
He's
time.
my greatest of all time. So
That's right. There you go.
Jay Lee, I know Jay Lee is like Jay Lee just said, oh my god.
Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate it. Hail.
Jay Lee is saying everyone thinks it's strange when people go nuts when he tells them he paid for his original art that he owns. But he has a
Oh,
ton.
price wise, yeah. You
He
got
has a ton. I want to tour Jay Lee's house just to see all the art that he has.
He should start a YouTube channel, just like Rick Saylor should start a YouTube channel and show off all their,
I should get
original art
organized.
and all their
I
collectibles.
should get
Yeah.
organized and show off all my shit.
You should, yeah, absolutely.
I got 27 long boxes. What you want to see?
Almost all the image guys were hella inspired by Art Adams. Yeah, like we said earlier in the show, like Rob Liefeld said it best, right, Kayla? There was before Art Adams, and then there was after. Art Adams.
I can't think of
100%.
someone like within that time period that was a bigger influence on artists, like the bigger name artists.
He changed the game.
He did.
Absolutely changed the game.
Often
A lot of the artists that I
imitated,
love would not have had certain influences if it wasn't for Art Adams. 100%.
but no one's ever been able to duplicate his style. I feel that we get a lot of people that duplicate Jim Lee's art style. We have people that are duplicating a lot of people's art style, but no one has been able to do Art Adams' art style for whatever reason.
I think it's because he didn't, as great of an artist as he is, he didn't have a lot of work. Like he went long periods of time without working, and when he did a lot of annuals. Like some of the other guys, did long runs, and I think that's why you get he was an influence on the guys I love, but the guys I love did a immense amount of work, and they were the influence on the next generation, which would have been like my generation. I think is what it was. I think Art Adams just fell in a weird time, and he didn't do enough work.
There's a lot of stuff too
Fireball
that
that
he's
shit.
done
Let's do it.
that a lot of people aren't aware of that he's done. Like, for example, hold on, let me grab it. I gotta come back before he does the eyes. Hold on.
BAA and AAA, BAA and AAA. I might do something like that. Have Kayla commentate while I'm doing the show. Yeah, you should. Art Adams was influenced by Michael Golden, one of my favorites, as well as Art Adams. Influences are great. I don't know if we've actually done a show on that, but we should do a show on influences, and we'll pick some modern day artists. And when I say modern day artists, like the guys that were drawing when I came up, and we will do the influences, and we'll track their influences, and then we'll go back and track their influences, and go back and just show. You can really track everything. You can actually really track everything back to Kirby, but there's so many things. When I first got into looking at like my influences, and I got into John Byrne and some of these other guys, once you see it, it's so cool because you're like, boom, that's a Art Adams drawn leg, or that's a Byrne facial expression, or whatever. What do we got here?
This is Monkey Man and O'Brien.
Oh yeah.
So this is basically, this is an art. He wrote and drew this book. This is like, and this thing is huge. So
Bordeaux said that Adams effed up royally when Monkey Man and O'Brien, the comic world was image/extreme, and he went cartoony. I could definitely see that.
I actually think that this is great. Dark Horse put this out. But basically, this is because he wanted to do things with more his monster stuff. I mean, Art Adams is another person. He was very into dinosaurs as well. Like, you know how Brett Booth is into dinosaurs and everything? He always wanted to do like the creatures and everything. So
I will say, who said that about the Bordeaux? Yeah. I know that Art Adams, I don't know if he had salty feelings at all, but I know that Rob Liefeld has even talked about Art Adams giving him the business about all the guys stealing his style. So it might have also been a choice that when the big thing was going on in the 90s with the image boom and all that kind of stuff, that he was specifically trying to do something else because he saw his style in so many people, because he influenced so many people. So that could have been the reason why too.
He was inspired by cartoonists as well. I mean, yes, this is like a little bit more cartoony than his other work. Has more of a cartoony feel to it, but the rendering and everything, and it's insane. So
the influence thing sounds cool. All right, we're gonna do that sometime. We'll have it. Kayla, remind me of this in the future. Coming up at some point, we will do a discussion about influences, and we will track our modern day favorite artists. When I say modern day, like the guys I grew up on, track their influences, and then we'll talk about their influences, and just have a really cool art history kind of show. Because it all goes back. You can track it all back to people. It is really cool. It's like 23andMe.
I know who Art Adams was influenced by. I mean, Kelly Jones, I would have to do some digging into, because I really love Kelly Jones.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll take some time.
You'll cover Silvestri, obviously, and Sean is either going to cover Liefeld or Jim Lee. So
that's a great way. I'm glad you put it out. We'll do 3. You do one, I'll do one, and Sean will do one. So we'll do 3 artists, and we'll go back and we'll track their influences. So we're going to set it up. I like that.
This is my favorite part here, the eyes. I love how Arthur Adams draws eyes. He didn't always do the eyes this way either. Like when he was doing stuff with the X-Men.
Arthur Adams, 20 pictures. Hail, by the way. Go ahead.
Take a look. Fat Samurai is telling me to take a look. Take a look at what? What am I taking a look at?
Oh, don't ever just take a look when someone tells you to take a look. You never know what's hanging out there.
I don't know what's hanging out there.
Yeah,
What
gotta
am
be
I
careful.
looking at? Is it a DP?
Mhm.
It could be. It absolutely could be. Welcome to the show, by the way. Funny Pictures. Appreciate you being here. Remember to slam on that like.
Yeah, brush.
Remember the
The
donkey punch
eyes.
the like. Yeah, I'm gonna come up with
And the
something.
lips.
You see that?
So something that Philip Tan does that's reminiscent of Art
Can't see
Adams'
it.
style is so Art Adams is another person that does do cross hatching around the nose, not necessarily in this picture, but he does do the lips. See the lips,
Mhm.
and look when he does the eyes, how
Yeah,
he
that's
puts
very
the iris
interesting
of
that
the
he did that
pupil.
kind of rendering right below the eye. Usually, if you throw that out, it makes the chick look like they have bags under their eyes. If you do it wrong. What is so loud and why?
Sean, what are you
Okay,
doing?
I don't know. I'm muting you for a second.
My
Are
sugar
you
is
done?
low and I need candy. Back off.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Do
okay.
your thing. I'm just because it's crazy loud.
I'm gonna eat some chips if that's the case.
What is going on? Is it snack time?
Yes, it's always snack time.
I can't. It's after 8 o'clock. I can't eat. I'm on a fast.
Real
Kayla,
men don't
did you
have
do it?
abs.
I will be a real man then. Yeah.
What am I supposed to be looking at?
I don't know, but just cover your eyes. Don't trust these guys. That's all I gotta say. You never
I
know.
can see. Let me see using my faith.
Henry just wants me to say like the influences thing over again. It's gonna become a drinking game. Sean, we're gonna do this in the future. We're gonna each pick an artist, our favorite artist, and then we're gonna track their influence, and then we're gonna track the influence's influence, and we're gonna go back as far as we can.
Okay.
But I want to do it. We have some actual time so we can research and all that kind of stuff. That'll be a subject that we're gonna do sometime
That's cool.
coming up.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
Look at the hair.
You get to dissect it. It's great.
Yeah.
No one,
Love the
no,
hair. Love
no
it.
one does like Jean Grey's hair as great as Art Adams. So, and like Art Adams is like my favorite. He does like Jean Grey's hair, the Phoenix hair, like the best, and then Ethan Van Sciver underneath.
Hail
then
Max.
John Byrne.
I got to say, when it comes to hair, my favorite hair is still Silvestri. I love Booth and Roquefort's style doing hair as well. Hola to
Sylvester
all.
does
Art
great
Adams
women
is such a
in
legend.
general. He is absolutely legendary.
100% legend. Absolutely a legend.
I mean, how does he make something so clean looking look so interesting? This is very clean looking, and it still looks very interesting because I get bored with like a clean looking kind of piece of art, if that makes sense. Am I making sense? Like,
No, I think I know what you're saying. Like, to me, it's just like certain styles of drawing. Yeah, like more detail or more whatever. Sometimes more interesting as you watch it and put it in. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But this is absolutely seeing him put this all together. It's beautiful. This is a guy again that muscle memory, knows exactly what he's doing. Every line is with purpose, and he's just going through it and putting it down, not thinking about it at all. It's awesome. The zenith of hair is Michael Turner. I can't argue with you there either. That would fall into my Silvestri. That would fall into my Silvestri category. Similar kind of techniques, but yeah, absolutely.
I feel like I'm being trolled right now. I'm ignoring this.
You saw it, right?
What am I supposed to see? What is going on? Sean comes back and let's pick on Kayla. See, Sean, look,
Yeah.
you were worried about coming back. I'm like,
I never worry about coming.
now.
That's true.
As long as I get mine.
Max says faces are haunting yet approachable. Yeah.
When he
I
gets
like
to,
the
he's
lip.
gonna do
Definitely like the
the
lips.
pupils and everything. So
See, I would have just left Storm without pupils.
yeah, he did the.
When
See, I would have pulled up
she
his
uses her
Phoenix
power,
one.
she doesn't have pupils when she uses her power.
Yeah, but watch what he does. I love this.
I'm a watching and I'm a liking.
Takes my breath away. I gotta remember to breathe here.
Yeah, breathe. Remember to breathe, everybody. I would say like this is great. Obviously, it's great. But I definitely would have gone without the pupils.
You personally, but this
Yeah, just personally, just with the character of Storm, and like she always just looked cooler without the pupils when she would go all Storm-esque.
I love this.
Ooh, Fat Samurai said was trying to get your attention, Kayla. Yeah,
Oh,
like that.
I was like, do I have a ghost in my house or something? Like I said it, like something
There's
moving
always a
behind.
chance.
Figure out.
There was always a chance. Henry says, yes, Storm with no pupils, agreed. Yes. Hale Lore says, agreed, Joe. Yes. Thank you.
I think for this type of storm, though, where this is like an Asgardian storm that someone requested,
Right.
it's
Was
a
there an
little bit.
Asgardian storm in the story anywhere, or is this
Yeah,
just
she
a
wields
matchup?
Stormbreaker.
Was there? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I
no.
haven't read
She
Marvel
has yielded
forever.
Stormbreaker before on a couple
Blasphemy.
occasions. So
Agent Cup says, I like Art Adams, but this is a horrible Wolverine.
I love Adams, but his Wolverine is not my favorite Wolverine.
That's right. We've talked about that before. Surprisingly enough, and surprisingly, I actually like Art Adams Wolverine. It's crazy.
I like it, but it's not my favorite.
Not your favorite. That's
Wolverine.
right.
You know why? It's just not my favorite Wolverine.
Marvel 2023 Asgardians. Yes.
Hell
Max
yeah.
said the Asgardian War was so good.
Fucking
Yeah, it
hell.
was a time when I wasn't reading comics, I guess, because I must have completely missed that. Sooner GM says, who's your favorite Wolverine? Kayla, because you brought it up.
Who's my favorite Wolverine?
Artist. Because we were talking about Art Adams wasn't your favorite. So who was your favorite?
I'm trying to think. I want to say I think my favorite was Jim Lee. Well, I know Jim Lee is one of my favorites. I know Jim Lee. I know Buscema is one of my favorites. I'm trying
did
to
a
think
show
of who
on
else I'm forgetting about. We did do a whole show on that.
Yep,
Yeah.
we did a show on that. And I'm pretty sure that we all agreed that Jim Lee was number
Jim Lee
one,
was
even though I
definitely-
said that Silvestri was.
Well, Silvestri does a great Wolverine too.
Yeah, but Jim Lee might be number one just because, I mean, he drew him so well in the 90s with Uncanny and then X-Men. Like, he just drew what Wolverine should look like.
Gary
Silvestri
Windsor Smith.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's Weapon X. I think I argued that that's Weapon X, not Wolverine.
that's true. That's true. Silvestri, obviously, guys, I'm a Silvestri simp. I'm 100% down with Silvestri being number one, but like it was
I don't
hard
know.
for me to choose. It was Silvestri and Jim Lee to me. Both of them are held
I think
in
Miller's
such high
Wolverine
regard.
too.
Miller's Wolverine was pretty good. Not my favorite,
Kubert.
although the story was great. But yeah, when it comes down to it, I think mine. Right?
Buscema.
Yeah, mine was
I know
like
Buscema is definitely in
Silvestri,
my top.
Lee, Kubert were the top three for me.
Oh, one of the Kuberts is up there for me too.
Yeah, Adam Kubert.
Mhm.
Andy did a good job too. And now
He
that I
did a
think
good
about it,
job.
Andy did a good job. Yeah, Frank Miller.
I
David
don't
Finch
know how
does
any of you
the
guys
best Wolverine
don't
for
think
me.
Buscema
Interesting.
didn't do a great Wolverine. Buscema, like Conan and Wolverine, the shit that he did really well.
Yeah, but he's just not my favorite. Not on the level of favorites when it came to like.
you know who
Jim
does a
Lee
good
and
Wolverine
Silvestri.
too?
Mark Teixeira. Yeah, Teixeira did a.
Is why
really
can't I
well
think of
for him.
his name right now? He's Armenian too. He's half Armenian. I should know this.
Armenians.
He does a great Wolverine. I can't think of what the artist's name is. Current artist for Marvel.
I'm not quite sure.
Pasonian.
Bogdanovich? Oh,
Pasonian.
He's like
Uh,
German or something.
Dan Pasonian. No, IAN. That means of God. That's Armenian.
Dan
what, old school
Panosian?
Dan Panosian from the 90s?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's doing stuff from Marvel now.
John Byrne, he's like a muscle wall. So Henry said it was a tie between Silvestri and Byrne. All good. Yeah, Dan Panosian. Yeah.
Is it Panosian? I thought it was
Yeah.
Yeah.
what did I say it was?
So there you go, guys. This is
Panosian. I said it
VZA's.
opposite way. I've been hanging around with you for too long, Joe.
Yeah, that would definitely happen. This is VZA's channel, guys. If you enjoy this kind of content, please go check out his channel. He's got a ton of con videos, con sketches and things of that nature, you'll probably see me draw a lot from his stuff because he films things very well, and you get a chance to see the artist really draw. That was Art Adams drawing the Storm Asgardian. It was absolutely gorgeous.
I should see if I could find my crying picture.
He
did it. He did. Interesting. I didn't know
never
about
been
that.
a huge fan of Panosian's work.
I like his
that.
Don't get John
Conan and
started.
his. I like
Yeah,
his
right.
Conan and his Wolverine. He does a great Conan and a great Wolverine. All right, where is my beautiful?
His style's definitely evolved from the 90s. It's interesting.
Bordeaux says Jim Lee Silvestri, BWS.
Very
All great
Winston.
answers, guys.
Yeah.
All great answers.
And because it's your opinion, that's what makes it awesome.
Yep. See, now that's why Sean is beloved. Right? That answer right there. Everybody's
You
right.
like what you like, and
Nobody's
that's
wrong.
all that matters.
Who did the art for Havoc Wolverine miniseries as Wolverine was interesting? I don't know.
This is such a horrible picture.
I'm not quite sure on that one, Mac. When did it come out? Because there's I don't know.
93, early 90s, 91.
A Havoc Wolverine miniseries?
Yeah, it's like painterly.
That's a good question. I don't know. Asgardian. That's right. That is right. Kayla, what are we looking up?
I was gonna pull up my beautiful picture. Here we are.
Of Wolverine?
Of me crying when I met Art Adams dressed as Bulma from Dragon
right.
Ball Z because it was a kid's Sunday.
88. Interesting. Kent
here we
Williams,
go.
maybe?
Okay.
Kent Williams?
That sounds familiar.
Okay. Thank you, Chad. For figuring- All right. This is Kayla crying when she met the amazing, legendary Arthur Adams.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
He looks like Ethan.
I was crying.
little
I was
bit.
like sobbing
Thank you, Henry.
uncontrollably. And then Eddie's like, all right, Kayla, let's take a picture. And he's like, oh, you want a picture? I was like, yeah, that's a picture that we got. So I stopped crying. I was dressed as Bulma because it was a kid's Sunday at the con. But he literally like the next Saturday. It was a kid's day. It was a Saturday. And that he literally told me to bring all my stuff in. I came in with like a short box and he signed everything for me.
Nice.
Yes, he was awesome.
Cool.
And then I was like calmer the next day. So yeah.
Henry said, thank you guys. I like the artist draw videos thing. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad everyone likes it because we really enjoy it.
Appreciate it on Appreciating Comic Book Art.
Exactly. Because we wouldn't be looking at it if you guys didn't like it. So
Well, we kinda would,
Aardvark's in the house. Hey,
Hell,
hey
brother,
guys,
good to
great to
see
see you
you.
back.
Damn.
Yeah,
Good
he
to
was
see you.
he was laughing. He was laughing. He's like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "You're my
I'm
favorite.
not crying. You're crying.
You're my favorite." I couldn't even talk. So and just yeah. I can never
Joseph-
live that one down.
Pantolone.
Pantolone. Like
I'm sorry if I
pantalones?
butchered your name. I'll just call you Joseph. It says Muth cover and art, I think. I'm deciphering. I'm not quite sure. Explain that one. I'm sorry. Bobby says, pull it up. Dale Kill. That's right. Pull it up.
Wait, what are you trying to figure out who did the Havoc Wolverine series?
I think somebody said Kent Williams in the chat. Muff.
Walter Simonson, I thought, did the Havoc
Oh.
Wolverine series.
Well, that would make sense if it was him.
Was
He
it
would definitely
Meltdown? Was it called Meltdown? Is that the one?
That's
that
the painterly
talking
one.
about?
Yeah.
That's what Bordeaux was saying. Meltdown.
Yeah, it
John
was
J. Muth.
Walter
Oh.
Simonson, Louise Simonson, John J. Muth, and Kent Williams.
Okay, that's what Joe. Okay, now I understand what. Thank you, Joe. So he was answering the question.
Yeah, so
I'm
it was
sorry I
Walter
missed that.
Simonson, Louise Simonson,
Somebody said Muff.
John J. Muth,
We thought it.
and Kent Williams. That's who worked on it. It was a 4-issue series. I think.
Nice.
Chat's gonna make sure that we know Muff.
Muff.
Wait, no. Yeah.
Got to do the smell
Simonson wrote
test.
it. Yeah.
Got to do the smell test.
The three knuckle.
Sean did it.
Three knuckle. Well, that's the way you did it. I was always like,
What is?
You
Well,
know,
my hand's right here.
John J. Mupp. Everybody.
This is educational to all the
For the
men out
love
here in the
Oh
world.
God. While we are sitting here, we have Mandy Summers coming on Thursday on Otten Stuff right here at 8:00. Haven't talked to her in a little while. We're going to talk about building a universe.
Mm-hmm.
She has done a great job with her IPs. Sean and I are working on that right now with our stuff. So it'd be a fun conversation about just building up that universe. I do want to say everybody
catching up with her. It's been a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Type 1, everyone. This
Sign
is
up
Sean's
for
book.
Type 1, an action adventure tale. By
Yes.
signing up, you'll be able to get eligible to get the exclusive Phil McNulty variant cover and also a Mike McMahon Prism cover. So, no, Prism card. It's
Prism
like Trigger's
card.
like,
There you
sorry.
go.
At this,
Hell yeah.
you should
And
sign up for this comic.
Yeah, and
Have to remember that. Huh?
we'll do
Well,
that.
well, there's
We'll
some
keep
there's
that in
some
mind. I'll
I'll
really
throw it
Yeah.
as a good time.
there's some really crazy stuff within this comic book as far as the universe that Sean is building. So he has some like
100%.
Aztec, and do you want to get into it a little bit, Sean?
I'd rather you talk because I'm still kind of low sugar wise. I'll just be like,
Oh,
oh, and
there you go.
there's guys punching each other and bam.
I don't know what I'm allowed to talk about or what I'm not allowed to talk about, but I'll talk about it definitely. So
Talk
I mean,
about it.
it's
I'll be
about
like, stop.
okay. That
for it.
works then. Too much.
Yeah, I'll be right back. You guys talk about it.
Talk
Okay.
about me.
So basically, Sean has a lot of inspiration from like ancient Mayan, right? Mayan and Aztec, I would say, in it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he has the main hero is Thomas DeHart, right? Strees,
Yep.
and he
Character I
takes
created when I was
care
11 years
of nephew.
Aaron.
I couldn't remember the name, but
It's okay.
and he's a renowned rheumatologist,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
So while he's on a research trip in Mexico
Mm-hmm.
for studies on autoimmune,
Mm-hmm.
that is he's on an internship, I believe.
At the time, yep.
He takes a tour of these pyramids, and that's when things start going down for him. I don't want to like say too much.
Well, no,
I
no.
remember
So while he's on the research trip with his mentor,
here we go.
his mentors are all into like, let's just say ancient aliens, like we all are.
Yeah.
They find a hidden room within one of the pyramids. They go down there and they find what we will be known as for the armors with the Type 1, because the 9 Lords of Night in Mayan and Inca and Aztec lore are entrapped in these cubey things. So what we think is one thing is another. As the mentor goes for it, the armor chooses Thomas instead. And then we get into a ball of roller coaster funness. And put out a preview book within the past 2 years. Did a Marat Michaels variant cover, which I donated to JDRF Illinois, and they, with the help of the cover, they raised over $16 million so we could get insulin and other medical needs to kids that need it because insulin ain't cheap. And yeah, this is just a love letter to 80s, 90s. I'm not trying to write Shakespeare, not to tell you how smart I am because I'm really not. Just trying to entertain you with a fun story.
You should go back. You should go back to where you're talking about the nine Lords of the Night.
Yeah.
You should go back to talking about that because you started talking about it.
See you
and
later,
then you went
Dennis.
into
Appreciate
Marat
being here.
Michaels.
Oh, wait, what happened?
You should go back and talk a little bit more of the 9 about the 9 Lords
Oh,
of
okay.
the
So
Night and-
within the Mayan and the Aztec lore, the Mayans have more of a signified deity names, and the Aztecs have the deity names, and the Mayans have it more of like the 9 realms of the underworld, which is where we came from. That has to do with hell. So I kind of put them both together, and you get a little bit of Mortal Kombat aspect from it. And they are kind of I don't want to spoil that because I think that's kind of cool within itself.
Yeah, Sean has a really cool concept with this story. So I know because we talked, what was it, last week on Thursday?
Yeah,
I was like up talking to Sean until like almost 2:00 in the morning. So And
No, I'm
we
really
had-
excited. Look, for those that have gotten the preview book, they really enjoyed it. Got some really great feedback on it. And just looking forward to finally doing the campaign. I just need my fucking pages back colored. But no, everything it's gonna be a hell of a story. It's gonna be a
Colors.
ride. Take the shot, as Mo Biggs would say, and sign up for the who doesn't
Hell
get
no.
diabetes? Cool.
My dad has diabetes.
There we go. But yeah,
There's
no,
not
it's,
a man on earth I love more than him. So
I have
Hey.
hypoglycemia.
Oh, get out of here, you faker! Now you can be like, I got type 2 diabetes. Go on a diet.
well, hypoglycemic is different than diabetes.
Yeah, it is.
It's a little.
He
bit
doesn't even
different.
go to this school.
It's not. It's similar. It is very similar in how you feel when your sugar drops. I was in a coma for 2 weeks because of my hypoglycememia.
I just
So
go
put it
into
out there.
bitch mode, straight up bitch mode. Give me a quesadilla or a Slim Jim, and I can be saved.
Joe needs a
Just saying.
Snickers.
Fun fact: the M in the Joe M. Sontag is for muff. It's true.
Yes.
Joe told me.
So is this muffin stuff now?
Muffin
There
stuff.
we
Yeah, I saw
go.
that there
Hey,
somewhere.
Don.
I like
Good
that.
to see you, brother.
Yeah, somebody said that muffin stuff. Hail Don, good to see you, brother.
Watching the stream while working on Omega Mission. Nice.
Nice.
Sign
Yeah,
up for
that's gonna
that.
be a cool book too.
Yeah.
He has a sign-ups going as well.
Oh, type 1, everybody. The link is down below in the description. This is Sean's book. Go sign up for it. This is the sign up sheet right here. All you
It's
gotta do
just
is
as far as being greatness, it's just under the Bible, but much better than Squirrel Girl. How can you lose with that? Play the video.
hold on a second.
Okay.
Make it bigger.
That's what she
We got
said.
pills for that.
Dun,
Done.
dun, 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 dun.
It's live.
I was waiting for you to drop some bars.
Who?
Sean, to drop some bars in that trailer.
It's a free
Oh,
show.
what'd I do? Went back too far. Hold on a second.
Oh,
Get
wow.
back there. There it is. There we go. Okay.
Don't
Everybody go up
forget
and sign up.
about me.
Their email.
Don't forget about
Hashtag don't forget about Sean. Don't forget about Sean. Border says pretty good art. Henry
Thanks.
says nice. Squirrel
Thanks.
Girl is a gift and a warning.
It's a curse.
Mm. The art itself looks great. Yes. Yes. We got Voyager, the Voyager 47 in the house. Hail.
Yeah.
Good to see you. I was a fan of Noah back when he was flexing about his sunglasses and on Shelby's channel. Ah, the kid's a superstar now.
You were there
Don't
first.
tell him that. Don't
Yeah.
tell him that. Yeah.
His
Yeah.
ego has exploded.
Drop some bars.
I like them
Ah.
Some
apples.
bars, kid.
This is why the show works. If it wasn't for the accents, it wouldn't be half as entertaining. I gotta say. Oh, the knife out.
I mean,
Bob-
the only
Bye,
way
Bob
I lose
Blacksheep.
the only ways I lose my accent is if I like have to talk like a Disney princess to kids.
Do that.
So
Ooh,
Do
do it.
Pocahontas.
no, I don't have like a voice. I just call it like
Oh.
the Disney princess voice. Like I speak to children like this all the time.
Oh.
When I work, I have to speak like
Hmm.
this to kids so they understand things.
Oh.
Hey.
What am I,
I-
gonna be like?
I
Hey
understood.
kid, hey kid, look over here, kid. Like what am I gonna
I'm only here for the accent. See, I told you. I told you. I knew it. I knew it.
I'm like I talk like the Boston Batman. It just is what it is.
The Boston Batman. Have I missed this?
Just us.
You could look it up on YouTube.
Dr. Fishy! No!
You see,
Yeah. That's what I got for you.
Oh shit! Are you showing off Reaper Destroyer?
Yeah.
It's about that time.
Hey, everybody, before you go, did you know I have my own comic book called Reaper Destroyer on Indiegogo now? It's an action sci-fi adventure that captures everything about the dark heroes of the 90s that we love, but with a modern-day twist. If you haven't yet, please consider backing today. There's a link in the description below, and I will talk to you all later. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
That guy knew what was up.
There's about to be some hot fire that drops.
Look what
on this
Joe.
campaign.
Look what Joe
Look
forgot
at
at
Hyde.
my house.
Oh, yeah.
Who
shit.
says they get to hold the original piece of Dale Keown art? I'm thinking about auctioning this off.
I think you should keep it.
$10. Make it holler.
$10.
What do you think?
We're taking
We're gonna
bids
start
now.
the bidding at $10.
for original Dale Keown art.
I'll give you 5.
No, no,
My
no, it's a print. But it's awesome. I gotta get it hanged.
Yes, this is Reaper Destroyer. This is my book. Currently doing very well on the pencils. I'm more than halfway done with the book. This was the update. I forgot this was the update of some of the pencils. If you go into the update section, I put a new update on there. Let me get here. It's got a bunch of new pencils I dropped. Some of my favorite talent works on this book. Dale Keown, one of my favorite artists growing up. It was always like him, Silvestri, 1A. It was hard for me to choose, but this was a Pitt homage cover. And then I got Dale Keown, Joe Chido, amazing colorist, to hand paint this, which was one of the prints that you saw that Sean just held up. And then Chance Wolf, which was he was a fantastic inker, letter, logo maker, whatever those guys are typically called. But he did the logo for this, and he did the logo for Pitt as well. So this is a straight up Pitt #1 homage. Thank you. Homage.
Hello.
$10 confirmed. Bid
Nice.
$69.99 or $69.69. Ooh, I like that.
There we
Hail
go.
kind of
Insulin ain't cheap.
That's right. Rippin'. Dale's Pit cover is up on auction for
$55,000. That's true. That is
Let's
a
do it.
fact.
All right. Covers by me, legendary inkers Matt Bat Banning and Joe Weems are on this, as well as maybe I'll show you guys something new. Awesome variant cover by Shelby Robertson. One of my favorites. This thing is just going to look amazing when it's printed. Shelby did this entire thing, art, inks, colors, absolutely killed it. Working with one of the best colorists in the business, and Kyle Ritter and Critter himself, and he's done a fantastic job on these pages. Look great. Get the Destroyer tier if you guys are going to get anything. This is up here. It's got everything in the book. Everything you want in the book. You buy it once, you don't have to buy it again. And then you rock and you roll. But I'm hoping to get this out in July, guys. Fingers are crossed. I can get all the moving pieces together, but my part of the pencils is looking really well. I am cruising on it. I'm hitting another gear that I didn't know I had, and it's been real fun. This is the joy of my life right now, working on this book, and you guys are making it possible out there. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Yes, Jason Pearson, rest in peace, for sure.
Bless.
Oh, yeah, we're going to fulfill at Sean's house, at least part of it. I'm going to go on vacation there and take what I can take with me and then fulfill there. Action sci-fi adventure that captures everything about the dark heroes in the 90s. I can't talk about this. I smoked too much. I didn't realize we're going to be talking about campaigns. And I was like, I'm just going to smoke. I'm going to watch the drawing, watch our Adams draw, and I won't have to do anything but just relax the rest of the time. Wasn't there a she pit too, or am I Mandela effect? I don't think there was a she pit.
I'm sure some female pit bitches. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, well, I don't think there was like a.
Jay Lee has the Steins coming out as a comic. It's your novel series, correct? And now you're doing it in a comic book format, right, Jay Lee?
Very cool.
I believe I am doing a head sketch card for it as well that will be available on the campaign. I think it's going to be a stretch goal. I'm going to show you guys something real quick.
Whip it out.
Oh, I'm going to whip it out. Don't
Yeah.
you worry. Don't you worry.
Con's comic pitch.
That's awesome.
That would make sense. So I work with a lot of talented named inkers in the industry that have done stuff on the book, like Joe Weems and Matt Bat Banning, as well as Chance Wolf. I am for the first time bringing on, I don't know what you would call it, just I don't know if it'd be younger talent because I think the same age as I am, but new talent to the book. And this is one thing that's been really cool is spotting talent that I want to work with and bringing them onto the book. Besides the supplemental book that would be coming out, I was originally going to do it around my birthday, but I have to find out when John's doing Godlike because I'm not going to put it out at the same time Godlike is dropping. But there'll be a supplemental book. We got some fantastic artists I hired to do some backup stories, and I'm just all about working with awesome artists. This is an inker that I've had my eye on for a while, and I really wanted to work with and send him some work. A guy named Matthew Seaborn is going to be inking some pages in this book, and he did an amazing job.
Amazing.
An absolute
Came back so
amazing.
sick.
Yeah, he is just professional level on what he does, and it's still improving, just like me as an artist. But this came back just looking great. Like he nailed everything I wanted. What I wanted to show off was the details on his face that he captured. That is some next level. That is some next level there on the face. Just a fantastic job on that.
Slide for my
Incredible.
DMs. I got NFTs of all of Joe's shit.
That's true. Yeah, Sean will sell them for a pretty penny, but he's got it. He's got it. Yeah, I'm extremely excited to announce that I'm bringing Matthew Seaborn onto the project. He's going to more than hold his own with some of the big industry names around the book as well. So collecting talent, trying to work with as many people as I can on this project to make sure it gets to you and gets to you out in time. Because I do have a lot of moving pieces. That's the only thing with this project. I have a lot of moving pieces on here with everybody that's involved in the book.
Matthew Seaborn is with my friend Ginge from Patchworks Comics.
Like as a couple?
I was just
No.
Oh, okay.
My friend Ginge, he's with this.
Do what you want.
Not like that. Not as a couple.
No.
Thank you, Don.
But the
Anyway,
name,
I'm sorry, guys.
Who am I
name
to deny
sounds
love?
familiar to me. Let me go to Patchwork.
If you check out his work on Facebook and Instagram, he's been doing a lot of fan inking for a while. I don't know if he's actually worked on any published material or not, but
Hold on.
he's got some serious skill. And I was just like, we got to do something. I'm like, I'm gonna throw you some pages. And I think he might do even more just the more he's showing me. I'm just really impressed, and it's killing him. When Kyle gets a hold of that, it's just gonna pop like a motherfucker.
I think he did stuff with my friend Ginge. I gotta look and see. I'm looking at my friend Ginge's campaign.
All right, look it up.
Let's see about this campaign.
Dude's fantastic though.
Patchwork Comics.
He doesn't suck.
Figure out who did.
Yeah, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Patchworkcomics.com. Hold on. What do you mean server cannot be found?
We have a $5 Hizala.
Dr. Fishy! No!
You see,
This one, it says, it's official. We are launching the Lost Pages 3 next month. Hope you all will join us for the ride. And you can get book 1 and 2 from our site now.
Yes.
nice. That's awesome.
Phil, drop the links to what you're talking about, your site, everything. You're modded on here. Drop the links in the chat. Everybody check that out. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Okay. All right, Kayla, you looking up what you gotta look up? Because I'm going to end the show.
You
I
know what?
have
We
a
did.
Matthew. No. I think he knows my friend
Phil.
Mark Mulgrave. That's why, because my friend Mark Mulgrave
that sounds very
was
familiar.
doing this stuff, doing this Patchwork Comics. I
There you
can't
go.
find
Everybody
it right
follow
now,
this link.
but
Do not want to miss this.
I'm gonna have to
Do
message
not want
Mark
to
and
miss
find
it.
out.
Trust me. Just
Sign
a little bit
up.
of preview of the stuff that I've seen looks amazing. This book is going to kill. Absolutely kill. I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
Like I said before, we will be back Thursday. Thursday 8 with Mandy Summers on Ott and Stuff right here on the new channel for Ott and Stuff. We'll be back here next Tuesday at 10. I think
The
we
guy
might be talking about the Guyver.
Hell yeah.
Yep. And the reason why we want to bring up the Guyver because it's been a heavy influence on a lot of stuff that Sean and I have created. And just
love
character-wise
it.
is awesome. There's some awesome art out there as well. We're not going into weebery territory, but there is just some fantastic Guyver, including some awesome Brett Booth pieces out there as well that we'll take a
Is
look
it?
at. So
Bio boosted armor Guyver.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got it right there.
Oh, okay.
yes,
Awesome.
I've seen the anime. It
the anime
like
was
on
great.
Yeah, there's a
It
third
came out
one.
like 2005, right?
Like 3-4 she has when they dropped the first episode online in 2003. And I'll talk about that story when we get there, but yeah, awesome animation,
It is
awesome
on
story.
Crunchyroll.
I don't know about that, but
No, I have Crunchyroll. I know.
okay.
I have a lot of manga. You know what? I am what I am. I'm just a nerd.
You
It's
is
all
what
right.
you is.
I is what I is. Can't change.
Roboting too. That Massachusetts internet
Hell.
does not like it. Hail the Guyver says pit stop, and Jay Lee says Guyver came out in the 90s.
The first
the
one,
comics?
the first
Yeah.
animation.
I mean,
Or
I
yeah,
only
whatever they call
encountered
it.
it in like high school.
Yeah, I didn't encounter it until the live action movie.
Oh,
That's
dude,
when
when
I
that
first-
came out.
that was the-
Let's hold the suspense.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna talk about this next week. We're gonna look at some fun art, talk about the Guyver, talk how it relates to our characters and how it's just kind of helped us with our creations, I guess. I should say.
Merge with suits.
Kayla.
Everyone merge
Hey.
with a suit. No, sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Who didn't want to be the Guyver growing up? Kayla,
I'm
where can we find
roboting.
you? Yeah, if you can, where can we find you? I don't know if you're gonna be able to talk.
Here, you can find me here.
Okay.
I will be here. See you guys next Tuesday, I guess. And
There you go.
unless I go on and talk about The Last of Us on Jeremy of Ice and Fire's channel. No
Yes.
Death Curse streams because I have work to do. So I have to do my work first before I go back to doing interviews. Yeah, but I'm almost done scripting something. So then I'll be back interviewing.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Hell
I'll be
yeah.
here on Tuesday.
John, where can we catch you?
Here on Tuesdays. Tomorrow I'm joining Mark, Mike, and Chris on CG Revolution. I think that's at 6 or 7 on Primetime Polton. And then art and stuff on Thursdays with you, which I
Hell
can't
yeah.
wait. Talk with Mandy, catching up with her, all of her success. I love her.
Yeah, it's gonna
What
be
about
fun.
you?
And you can catch me right here on this channel, Art and Stuff. Appreciate Comic Book Art Live. All across social media, Joe M. Sontag or Joe Sontag. You type it in, you'll find it. And that's it. We're gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to hit the like. Be back here next Tuesday at 10. Be right here Thursday at 8 for Mandy Summers. And yeah, that's it. As always, take care of each other. Be good to one another. And picture me naked.
When
Talk
in
to you
doubt,
later.
pull out.